So here you guys are. Literally, we joined you as you had just came to the entrance. This is a dynamic lighting map, so please do me a favor and close your Twitch stream. This is for the players, not you people watching. For you all, oh shit, get out of here. Yeah, shut off the stream and just pop out the chat so that you only see what you need to see. And if you guys don't know what that means when I say dynamic lighting stream, basically what it means is this. The players only see what their token can legitimately see. So for example, what you're seeing there on stream is little more than what Jane can see. This is what Alekma can see, pretty much the same thing. Cyrano, and that's all because they're basically seeing off the same light source from Alekma. But then, as you can see, Britannica can see a good bit further because she's got super vision and stuff.
Magical eyes.
So, alrighty. Yeah. So, ready to roll, folks. What do you wish to do? Yeah, so you just remember you just arrived and you found that the door is already kicked in.
Well, that doesn't look good.
They've already probably broken into the tomb. Quickly, come on.
Well, they might not be all the way in the tomb. They might have just gotten a head start.
We must hurry. Come on.
Yes.
Should we be a little quieter?
Probably a good idea.
Well, again, we have to be quiet because we're being quiet, but we're being loud. You get it, you know?
Be quiet loud.
I'm talking this is me talking quiet, I promise.
I'm being all quieter and stuff.
Yes.
Will you lead the way, please?
Oh, sure.
Be right behind you so that
There
I
I
can
go.
see
Hey, heads up, can't see anything.
more
Should I-
things.
Yeah, so bear in mind, he only can see as long as he has Alekma shedding light for him.
I'm gonna light a torch as well, Gore.
Okay, do you have torches?
I do. I picked
Let
them
me go ahead and illuminate thee then.
up. I figured I'd need them at some point if I'm gonna be ahead of everyone. So.
All right, let me go ahead and...
Okay.
There you go. And I think that should have worked. Let me just double check it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I can see a little bit of that. Great.
All
okay,
right.
I'm just gonna keep on keeping on.
All right. So as you kind of walk down into this place, clearly it has not been disturbed for a very long period of time. You can see a busted sarcophagus over to the right past the archway, an untapped urn over to the left. Where the busted sarcophagus is, there are bones scattered aground on the on the base of the ground below where the coffin was. Obviously, whoever was in it is little more than a destroyed, busted skeleton at this point. Give me a... Let me see here. Let me go and pop this real quick. So I got it for my own references and stuffs.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So go ahead and, as you have light and as you are ahead of everybody else, go ahead and give me, if you would, Mr. Cyrano,
Yes.
a so well-placed spot check.
Spot check. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Oh boy. Not the best. 9.
Alrighty then.
I was sniffing that 20 though. You seen it? It was right there.
Sniffing it.
Oh, it's right there. I'm zoning
What is
in.
it? 20 smell like candy.
Zoning in. Okay, sorry. Did you say I?
Nope. That is not going to That's not going to yield you any positive results.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
Well, then I'm just gonna keep carefully walking.
Okay.
I will be wary of like any sort of traps or booby traps or anything like that as we go. Okay.
Sure.
Just as a heads up. Okay. So I'm gonna keep on.
Alrighty.
You let me know when to stop.
Okay. Yep. You're kind of moving up. So as you go through the next archway, once again, you can see that there's actually some. It looks like over to the left, there are some long wooden poles that are kind of rotten, and there's a piece of tarnished old hide laying on it. Almost like you'd have expected it to be some kind of makeshift bedroll, but it's clearly very, very old. On the right-hand side, pressed into an alcove, is another stone sarcophagus. And actually on the left-hand side, there's one as well. You can see those here and here.
Okay.
However, they're kind of wedged in there to where they'd have to be completely removed to be able to take the lids off.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you need to be digging through sarcophagi, so I'm just going to keep on moving. Unless a teammate stops me, I'm just going to keep moving forward.
Alrighty.
As we're walking, I'm just going to say, is this common for important people to be buried with other people? Is it your customs?
Yes.
I think so. It's usually like who served them and the family members, maybe.
Yes, like a catacombs of sorts.
Okay, all of a sudden, doors to... So where you are... Let me just look and see what you can see so I know exactly what I'm describing.
Okay.
Okay. Ahead of you, you hear what sounds like doors being slung open. Somewhere up ahead, and hollering and yelling and screaming. Let me see here. Let me
Like
make sure.
painful yelling and screaming, or like a battle cry yelling and screaming?
No, it is definitely more of a oh shit type yelling and screaming.
I'm gonna go. We need to hurry. Go, go, go. We have to see what's going on.
Yeah,
Okay.
go,
are
go,
you
go.
are you like kind of pushing me forward?
Yeah, I'm gonna push you forward.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
I'm gonna So okay. Well, I see. I'm stopping. 'Cause
Oh boy.
Okay, so as you kind of glance through the next archway, the doors to the right here are actually open. An individual he just come running out of there, and you can hear a lot of commotion also coming from that direction. The individual is wearing half plate, he has a big sword on his shoulder, a metal pot helm, and a kind of a metal shield that has like an embossed, ugly looking face on it.
Yeah.
As you kind of see him, he like, whoa, in surprise sees you. And he's like, we're not alone! And he looks to his right and screams loudly. What do you guys want to do at this moment in time?
Can I charge him and take him out?
Oh, if that's what you want to do, maybe in that case, if we're going straight there, let's get some initiative rolls then, because I got a feeling these might be coming down the roll with
Holy shit.
what herself is doing.
What the?
Get in there.
Ugh.
All right.
Well met, friend. But
Yeah, Cyrano with a 22. Britannica is going to pull an 18. Okay, Alekma and Annie both going on an 8. In that case, let me do a GM roll and see where our friends are going to go.
See, they're friends. Why are we attacking them?
I say that in the, loosest of terms.
Christy has a taste for blood.
Swing first, ask questions.
Okay, so as soon as we're going to go in order, Cyrano,
Yeah.
what do you wish to do? So, yeah, I mean, bearing in mind, he's literally just come running out of the side corridor and comes to a grinding halt. As he does so, he kind of kicks what appears to be a large cauldron that is sitting on the floor next to him. Paladin, thanks for the resub, buddy. 10 months for you. Take your pants off. Hit the hype.
Thank you, Paladin.
Thank you.
And also, I think while we were running intro, I think we have one too. Mike the Exiled Nomad as well. Thank you, buddy. We got yours in as well. So thank you for that. Take your pants off. Hit the hype.
Take off.
Okay. Yeah. So what you want to do, Cyrano?
You said he kicked the cauldron? Is that what you said?
Yeah. There's like a big metal cauldron that's sitting in the middle of the floor. I think you can see that from there.
Yeah, but I mean, he kicked it just like kind of ran into it, you mean?
Yeah, he kind of ran into it and was
okay.
like, because...
I thought he was doing a thing, like a move.
No.
Kicked it.
Okay, yeah, so if If I could...
Sorry.
Soup's on and kicks it at us, like with his cool little...
Soup's on.
Yeah, like the real that he's so proud of himself. No, if I can hear Britannica's feet like wily coyoteing behind me, getting ready to rev up, I'm going to I'm stepping to the side.
Okay, so you want to basically sidestep and duck behind the wall there?
Yep, and if in case someone comes at me, I'm gonna get ready to get him as a
Okay, so you're sidestepping and holding an action to shank anybody that comes running by you. Fair enough. Sounds good to me.
I can smell the bloodlust behind me. So
okay, Britannica, you are next. So
I'm gonna go up and hit him.
Okay, so you are just gonna literally bulldoze straight up to him, with your big old axe. Okay,
yes, sir.
Unload it then.
Doing it.
All them dice. All them pink fluffy dice. All right, you swing your great axe towards him. As he was kind of looking to the right to scream, "We're not alone!" His eyes come back to suddenly see this thing whirring at him. He ducks his head to the right, brings his shield up, and your axe kind of ricochets off the shield. Metal upon metal, a very kind of short burst of sparks glance up into the sky, briefly illuminating the area around you. Okay. With that, one of them runs out of here and turns with a crossbow. We got this dude. This one is going to come running out here. He's clutching an axe.
Oh, boy. Guys, I may have made a mistake.
I mean, who knows, huh?
Who knows, huh?
This one comes running out here. Okay, so that's initially what happens. However, this one kind of runs into the back of this one when he stops. And he's like, "Why the hell are we stopping?" Like in a panic scream. This one, seeing as you just belted him, as a natural reaction, he is going to duck underneath his shield and attempt to skewer you with his sword.
Rude.
And he is... Okay. AC 16. What do you have?
He does not do it. 19.
Okay, so, he lunges up from underneath his shield, but you're able to bring the handle of your axe down to parry the blow. Okay, as an afterthought, this one is going to swat at you with the hand axe.
Oh, that one gets
okay. Okay, you feel a slight graze across your right shoulder as not so much the blade, but the shaft of it belts down on your arm for 3 points of damage. This guy is not attacking because he is kind of surprised and doesn't know what's going on. This guy is armed with a crossbow, but seeing as he's got a bunch of his buddies in front of him, you see he's just like wants to shoot but can't. So, all right, Alekma.
I am going to maneuver next to Cyrano, wield the javelin, and chuck it at this guy who's had a nice little line of sight with me.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
And...
Oh,
were those
I
2
knew
20s?
it was going to be you. I knew
2
it.
20s?
2 20s.
Oh my god, that's a quad 20, right? Oh my god, that damage is not the best, but dude.
Natural 20!
Wow.
That's what you get for not voting for him, guys.
Yeah.
2 20s in your opening roll. That's just twisted and wrong.
Ooh.
Wow.
It's because I got this beautiful Reroll Stein.
That must be it.
That's what it is, yeah. It's your lucky Stein. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. People that bet on you was nobody. So
Suck
there's everybody that bet on Shagga has been rewarded.
Nothing. Wah, wah, wah.
So I'm not gonna lie, that hurts. That hurts.
That's kind of funny to me. All right, okay. So, what's it? 16 points of damage. All right, you hurl your javelin. It goes whistling past Britannica's right shoulder, hurling towards the guy. At the very last minute, he sees it coming and attempts to turn sideways. It catches him kind of right across the top of the shoulder blade and rips a huge gash all the way from shoulder to shoulder as blood begins to seep through his tunic. Instinctively, he is going to take a 5-foot step and kind of fall backwards against the door, mostly because of the force of the blow. Annie, what do you want to do?
Okay, I'm going to unsheath my scimitar and start running towards everyone.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, "Wait! You grave robbers, what are you running from?" Run up to one of them.
Okay, which one do you want to square off against? The one that's kind of the one that he's got a hand axe, but he's like clutching his chest and wincing in pain, as you can see kind of blood dripping
I'm
down.
Gonna hold up, not attacking. What's he running from?
Okay. This guy glances at his buddy that's been hurt, looks at the person here with the armor, and he looks at you and he goes, "Dead things! There's dead things coming!"
My dream. Turn to everyone.
Wait.
Do you wish to do anything other than that? Because you can speak as a free action. You've done your move. Do you wish to take a physical action or no?
No.
Okay. All right.
Let them pass. That's what I'll say.
Alrighty. Alrighty then.
Oh.
Okay, so start of the next round, Cyrano. Actually, I shouldn't have moved him in yet. I'll put him back where he belongs. Get back there, you're moving too fast.
Okay, so it's still my turn?
It is your turn. You're up first, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of slowly walk around the corner.
Okay.
And go,
Okay, I see what's going on here. We thought you were the dead people. We heard there were dead people. We were coming to vanquish them. Let's all just calm down a minute. We're all on the living side, which is the same side here.
So I'm gonna try to de-escalate the situation.
Alright,
Yes.
how are you at with the old diplomacy?
It's not my best skill, but I would definitely try.
Give us a diplomacy skill roll then.
Okay.
Diplomacy.
Ooh.
So when you say it's not your best skill, you have absolutely nothing in it. Gotcha.
That's what, yes.
My worst skill.
Yes.
Okay. What's that? An 11.
Yeah, that's high.
In that,
Better than 10.
that's high.
Out of 10, yeah.
That's the top 50% of the rolls I could get.
All right. To which the seeming leader, is gonna scream, "Then drop your weapons!"
Okay.
I'll drop. I'm gonna drop my weapons.
Okay. Britannica. Do you wish to drop your axe?
I will lower it.
Okay.
And I
Lower
will,
is dropping.
and I will say, yeah, that's what it is. I thought you were a dead thing. So sorry about that.
Okay. And then you want to physically hold your action, or
I will hold my action and just kind of watch
okay.
what they're up to.
In that case, then let's do movement first. You see a gentleman come in from here. He is carrying a 1.5 length sword. He has a big red cape on.
A fancy
He
lad.
is
I want
bald, and
must
seems
have
to
that
have
cape.
like a very
for you.
fancy blue flowing gown on underneath the cape.
I need
I
that.
want the gown. No, it's my
I want both.
Oh,
greedy.
Yeah.
I want all the things, all the time. Alrighty. And as that happens, basically, the door on this side bursts open. As you're suddenly aware of this other group of people that have just kind of come emerging from the other side.
Oh boy. Very outnumbered.
There are double doors kind of directly ahead of you that are so far closed. They have not yet been opened. Okay, so they all come running in. So instinctively, based on your diplomacy and the fact that nobody did actually attack after that, this guy has taken a step back. This guy is going to come up here and put his back to this statue. This guy nervously looks behind him, and he is going to run up here. He's going to run past Britannica. You can make an attack of opportunity if you wish.
Britannica.
I'll look at like I want to, but I won't.
Longingly look at the okay, then he is going to run to here and like try to hide as close to between the door and the statue as he can. As he runs, he's like, "It's coming!"
Oh my God.
Okay, at the same time, this gentleman that burst through, he's like, "What is up? Who are you? Who the hell are you?" As he kind of glances at Britannica, seeing as he's the first person, as several other people are like rushing in behind him. And he goes, I think we disturbed something. He goes, "Oh, you too, eh? Yes, there's things coming from this way too.
What?
Everybody, through the doors!" At which point he points at the double doors here. And that is all that they're going to do, because that is their turn. Alekma.
Yeah, I'm just going to walk up to Cyrano, kind of lean down really far and be like, aren't we supposed to kill the grave robbers? These being the grave robbers.
You're asking that to who?
To you.
Let's not quarrel and argue over who should be killing who.
I assume you're whispering it, right?
Yeah, I say it in a very low voice.
Yeah, I got.
Well, maybe that would be collateral damage, but at the moment it seems like we have a bigger foe. So just keep smiling.
Hey,
Hi, yes, hi, nice cape.
What's that?
yeah, so I'm just going to stand up and hold my action. If any of my guys get attacked, I'll do something.
Annie.
So I'm going to say, how many dead things? Are they coming from both sides? We need to funnel. And I'm going to kind of move this way. Come on.
Okay, as you move towards this guy, he is going to turn sideways and kind of crouch a little bit, holding his blade ready to like defend himself. Seems to be very unsure with what you're about to do as you rush over with your scimitar in your hand.
Go. Hurry. Yell at everyone to funnel in so we can get one door to attack from.
Okay, so where are you trying to indicate everybody funnel to?
He said some guy was pointing to double doors.
There is a double door right here that is yet to be open, yes.
If he was pointing there, I'm going to keep ushering people through those two doors.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cyrano. So yeah, all of it. Basically, no one swung at anybody this turn. Everybody just kind of like had a really awkward, we're not sure what's going on here moment. People moved. You know, friends became enemies, enemies became friends. Things are quiet.
Sure. Yeah.
What do you want to do? And Annie is trying to push everybody to go through the front doors, the doors at the end.
Oh, forward.
Yeah, Annie's kind of like telling everybody to get through these doors,
Oh, okay. I thought you were
which are currently closed.
Okay, I'm gonna run up there.
Okay.
If she's telling us to go that way.
Hi, excuse me.
I don't know.
She like duck and weave through these guys.
Yeah.
They all kind of look at you very threateningly, but when they realize you're just trying to get by, none of them have actually like hacked you or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at him, but would you mind? As I kind of put my hands against one side of the doors here.
Okay, he looks at his chest and then holds his hand up, and you can see all the blood pouring down. And then he just like falls against the wall here, like I fucking mind.
He fell against the door and it helped me open it, which would have been fine too.
Okay.
All right, I'll start pushing it open.
All right. Once you start doing that, this guy will instinctively come over and kind of like use his shield arm to kind of push the door, but he's keeping his sword held outwards so that he can defend himself should you all decide to bulldoze in. This guy is going to kind of come up and lean his back on it and push, but he's not actually going to like turn around at all. Britannica, what do you want to do?
I'm just. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say. Listen to her. We gotta get in here where it's safe. I think from whatever's coming.
I don't know what that's. I don't know what's happening.
Wait, what? What did you say?
Nothing.
You don't know if this is safe.
No.
Did you say to do?
I think that this is a stupid plan that I came up with. Don't listen to me ever.
Kill them. So I'm just gonna kind of and I'm gonna hold my action. Don't know what's happening.
All right. Okay. So we've got, let's see, 3 people pushing on the door. So we're gonna seeing as Matt is the active player, you're gonna get a. So I need you to make a strength check, and you can get a +4 on that.
Strength check. Okay.
Yeah,
not
and
my
you're getting a
strongest.
+4 added for the bonuses from being the fact you got some people helping.
+4. Okay. Here we go. Oh.
Oh. Okay. All right. Okay. You.
Oh wait, that should have been.
That's a 2.
That should have been a. It should have been a 6. Just.
Because you forgot to add the 4.
I did add.
Oh, well, in that
I added
case,
2 for some reason, I'm not sure. But
the door creaks slightly more than it would have done, but it still doesn't budge. Clearly, that door is like locked or whatever, and he's like, oh, "We're gonna have to bust through this one as well."
Just go back down to the front of the cave.
Okay, I'm.
Ooh.
Okay,
So
these guys are all moving as quickly as they possibly can to get away from things, and the first sign of a dead thing emerges. So from the right-hand side, what appears to be a very old and tarnished skeleton clutching a big round shield, wearing kind of a horned helm and tarnished metal plate hanging limply off of its skeletal form, comes clattering through. This guy, let's see, it would technically be there. Okay, he is going to just instinctively shoot at it as it like appears. Ah! And let's go with his crossbow. Okay, the crossbow bolt goes flying through and goes boom, and just thuds into the wooden shield, doing nothing else. Okay. With that being said, this guy is going to move to here. These are going to kind of push down to here to get away from that door because they keep glancing behind it and they say, "Oh my God, they're coming from both sides," says this one gentleman. In a very, very terrified voice. And this is when you realize that other than the guy in the plate mail and the guy with the big sword and the cloak, these other guys, they're just townsfolk. They're not skilled warriors or anything. They're mostly laborers. They're just the bigger, more burly versions of those laborers from the town that were enticed in a quick paycheck to come up here and poke around, seemingly to do something very harmless that seems not to be quite so harmless. Okay, so yeah, this dead thing has come through the corner here. Anybody with a held action that wishes to do anything in reaction to that? Before we go further down the line, which would basically be Britannica at the moment.
Yeah.
No, I think I'm gonna let it go for that one that just shot it.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna back up a little bit next to Annie, though. Can I do that?
Alrighty. We're going to do an initiative check to see in what order the dead things go. Because they're going to have a separate initiative, because technically this is a 3-way. We got 3 different little groups of thingies all involved in this combat. All right. And with that all going on, I think we need... Let's see. That. Okay. So next in line then would be Olekma.
I mean, I want to kill all these people because they're the grave robbers that we were supposed to get rid of. But obviously dead things are more of an abomination. So what I'm going to do is cast Summon Nature's Ally.
Oh. Okay.
And I'm going to get one beautiful small earth elemental. And I'm going to put him right here. Because apparently I rolled a 1.
Yep, you're getting a teeny tiny little baby dirt dauber.
I was hoping for 3, but I'll take 1. And I'm basically going to command him to...
what size is he? Medium or small?
Very small.
Very small?
No, wait. He is...
Like its official size on the...
Yeah. So I have this Goliath substitution level, so it's a small. It is a small.
Where'd you want him? Give me a ping.
I'm gonna put him right here, basically, on the left side. And that door is open, right?
Yes, the doors are open.
Okay, so does
Grump
he...
Toppers, thank you for the resub. Much appreciated, dude. Take your pants off, hit the hype.
Thank you, Grump.
Does he see anything coming? I mean, the guy said there were things coming. Is there something within range? Because I'd send him to attack it.
So you wanting him to kind of keep an eye down here? Yeah, there's a dead thing coming.
Yeah, so he's gonna go and do a little wallop, little booply boop.
All right, so your small earth elemental is going to engage the armored dead thing. Go for it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. 11. Yeah.
All right, he rears back his earthen maw and belts on the thing's shield as it holds the shield down to stop this 3.5 foot tall earth elemental from ruining his day.
I was really hoping for more than just one.
Hey, it's a thing to be hit. Annie.
So these doors are open too, yeah, and that guy's coming through. So, I would like to attempt to charge this to kind of bash it with my shield backwards to try to then close the doors.
Okay, well the doors are kind of busted in, so they're not really closable. Yeah, kind of like they it looks like they hacked into between the doors to whatever was barring them. They've pretty much smashed those down.
Okay.
You may be able to pull them too, but they're not going to stay shut unless.
Okay. And I'm going to yell to Cyrano, if you can't get the door open, go south. We need to funnel them. And I'm going to charge at this guy.
Cyrano's kind of all wedged in up against the door. He's surrounded by big burly dudes.
Well, at least you're protected.
Yep. Okay, so you're gonna charge into this dead thing?
Yes.
All right, go for it.
Boop, boop, go. Slice.
No.
Damn.
Man.
That's bad.
All right, yep, you swing with the scimitar, and once again, this thing's shield protects it from your blow. Boom. All right. Okay, yeah, Cyrano. So after receiving Annie's suggestion, how do you wish to proceed?
Okay, so it doesn't look like I'm able to be like, excuse me, pardon me, to these people.
Yeah, you're kind of pretty wedged in there.
Yeah, would I be able to use my tumble skill to get through them though?
I would say you could. I would say that I would allow a dive between the shoulder, dive between the bodies and a forward roll. I would totally allow you to do that.
That's exactly what I would do then. I go, ha, ha, ha.
That skill's got to have some use. Okay, go for it.
And give me that. I'll tumble for you. Out on the floor. There we go.
Okay, yep. You're able to kind of dive between the waist height of these guys, roll across the floor, and you will come up on your feet about here.
Okay. Oh!
Cool.
I'll come
Nice
up.
one.
Ah! And then I'll use my movement.
Take a bow.
If I have more, I would assume I do. Cause I have
Yeah.
movement. No, you know what? Okay, is tumble an action? I don't think
If
it
you're
is,
going
right?
to use a
Or is
tumble,
it-
technically yes.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay. Okay, well then I wouldn't be able to attack.
Here's how I view tumble.
Okay.
I will allow a tumble to either be a physical action or a move.
Okay.
Because you're moving with a tumble, but you can also sometimes use a tumble tactfully.
Yeah.
As
okay,
a tactic.
well then-
So if you wanted tumble to be your move, that's perfectly legit.
Okay. Yeah. Then that would be it.
Okay. All
I
right.
guess because I don't really want to do an action at this point. I just wanted to get out from them and start heading south where.
Alrighty. Britt.
All right, I'm gonna run up here to Annie and be like, I thought we need to retreat.
Right.
And then
Yes,
start-
go south.
I'm gonna help you, obviously. Big dummy.
Thank you.
And let me get to my. Why is it not letting me click on it? Okay.
Come on, Britt.
And I'm gonna smack him.
Roll them bones. Howdy, babe.
Oh!
Nice.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna bring your big, shiny silver axe to bear. Yep. Once again, he attempts to bring up his shield, but his withered old form is entirely too slow as the axe bites deep into the chest plate, cracking through it and busting some of the ribs. You've done 12. Okay.
Bust those ribs.
Rib time. Okay. These three guys now are going to try to bust open the door. So what they're doing is, this dude has said, "Give me your axe," and he's taken the hand axe from this guy, and he is now belting into the door, like between the two doors themselves, like he's trying to hack away so that there's whatever it is that's holding them shut can be busted through. The other two are like hammering into the door as best they can as well, so we're going to go ahead and give them a roll. Oh, don't know how I put caps lock on. There we go. That'd be the same as that. Let's see. Okay, you hear a resounding and then the two that are pushing hard on the door kind of pops open and they are going to fall and tumble into the room. Let me go ahead and...
I tumble back.
In front of them.
Oh, so not this guy. Let me move him out of the way just temporarily. Okay, so yeah, this guy and this guy kind of stumble and push through, and he's just going to be right here. Okay. The guy with the crossbow, seeing as you two are engaged, he's not going to help you. He is backing out and coming around the corner here. This one is terrifyingly glancing over his shoulder and seeing that the two ladies have got this one here engaged. He is pointing down the corridor on the opposite side and says, "It's coming! There's a small mound of dirt trying to stop it, but it's coming!"
Sounds about right.
And then for their movement, these guys are going to look around and seeing the door broken open, they're going to move forward and try to go funnel through that door as well. All right, Alekma. So yeah, it seems like the majority of the NPCs, the grave robbers, are all pushing forward now they've got the door open and trying to move in.
So I'm just gonna say to the group, are we really not doing anything to these? Because I can do things. I'm gonna say that to everybody.
Well, it's up to you, I guess. I was just trying to not have us have overwhelming odds against us.
Just let the undead take care of them.
The
They're going
creature.
right back in.
Good. Yes.
Yeah.
Why
So
Kill the other thing first. That's actually actively attacking.
Yes.
all
Then
right.
let's retreat and let them die
Okay.
in here.
So I'm gonna move to the center of the room, look at my beautiful Rocky Pompo doing nothing. And I'm going to throw another javelin at it. If I have a penalty, I'll take it. But, I mean, it's...
no, it's... First of all, it's small. It's small.
Okay. Well, I definitely miss.
Okay, yep. Your javelin goes flying off into the dark behind it.
Okay.
Okay, Annie.
Yeah. Let me just see if I can hit this.
Hit the dead thing, Annie. Ooh!
19. And then a 20.
So you didn't roll a natural 20 on the crit, but because it's a scimitar, a 19 or a 20 is good enough to score a crit, but you did get one.
Yay!
On the crit roll.
Natural 20!
I've done that. I got 20. There we go. A 20 for you. All right. So 9 and 9, 18 points of scimitar damage. And it had taken. Okay. Yep. Seizing the opportunity after it kind of was hit with the axe and its shield had dropped low, as she pulled the axe out, you swipe at it. How'd you want to take it out?
It's probably kind of mushy, right? So when
well, no, it's pretty dry and bony. It's a dry, bony, skeletal type dude.
Gutty type.
It's got that mush bone.
Mushy bone.
Full of delicious marrow.
Probably then one that I hit right in between a couple bones, and they just cook, and then he just falls.
Alright, so you just want to like cleave half of it away and just collapses in a pile on the floor.
Xylophone.
I was thinking,
There you go.
Xylophone.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, wrong. All right. Yep, you have destroyed that dead thing. Congratulations.
Yay! You've killed the dead
I
thing.
need to move.
It is now even more dead than it was before.
I'm gonna use my movement and then start going south.
Okay. Alrighty. So back up to Cyrano. What do you want to do? Oh, do we do?
My Rocky.
We haven't done Rock and the other dead thing yet, have we?
No.
Nope. Okay. Rock goes after dead thing. So dead thing first.
No.
Dead thing swipes at Rock.
That misses.
Misses
Ooh.
Rock.
Yay!
Rock tries to punch dead thing. Rock paper dead thing.
So I did +1. It's actually +5. But
Oh, okay.
It doesn't make a.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't fucking matter.
The Rock and the dead thing are just like not going anywhere. Okay, cool.
Slap fight.
All right. So yeah. Then it would be back up to the top. So Cyrano.
So I look up here and I see everybody running up north to the north side through those double doors they opened.
Uh huh.
Okay.
Yeah, all of the tomb robbers are definitely funneling through that door to the north, going together.
Okay. I'll say so regroup back and then go forward, everyone. Is that the plan?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm gonna run down here and again get my little position.
Okay.
Right by the side there.
Alrighty. Britannica.
I'm gonna do the same. I'm like, let's let them take care of themselves up there, and I'm gonna hide back here on the other side.
Okay, so you're moving back as well.
Yes.
All right. Our friends are going to funnel further into the main chamber. Okay, that's all of them up in there. Alekma.
I just look back to everybody, kind of like, what?
Like, once they've all funneled
Get out
through,
of
they
there.
are pushing those doors closed from the other side.
Of course they are.
I am so confused right now. We are not doing what we were hired to do, and I'm going to take another javelin and throw it at the dead thing.
Okay, hurl another javelin at a dead thing. Go for it.
Ooh.
There you go.
All right, that javelin finds its mark and
Yay.
kind of glances off the shield and sticks into the upper neck area of this thing, like through the coif. Okay. And do you want to move at all, or?
No, I'm just gonna
All right.
torment everybody.
Okay. Roll for your dude. Your rock.
Come on, Rock. This is the 3rd round. Oh my god.
No. Terrible. All right, Annie.
Missing the rock, so I'm gonna continue to move backwards, and I'm gonna be like, come on, they're coming.
Yes, it's over there. I'm fighting
They're
it.
coming from behind you too. They're gonna swarm you if you stand there.
I'm gonna turn. Do I see? I don't see one. I don't see any others.
Well, you don't want to be in the middle of the room. Come back. Still screaming at you.
I'm gonna move back, I guess. Just kind of like,
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk casually back.
All right, the dead thing then is going to attack your rock. I got a rock. Hits the rock.
That hits. Yes, that does hit.
And it will hit your rock for... Oh, only 3.
Oh, yeah. So it's very
It
much
is
still
but a
alive.
scratch. Yeah, knocks off a pebble. Okay. Well, they've all gone through the door and closed the door from the other side. You guys are all down here in the corridor. So, do you guys want to kind of continue to retreat back, or are you gonna like stay here? What's your game plan? Hold the line.
Yeah, I think we have a conversation here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we're trying to go.
Well, okay. I know that we said we were going to kill the grave robbers.
Yeah,
But
that's
at-
what I thought the plan was.
Right. At that
I
moment,
thought
we
the
would.
plan was just to stop them from robbing the grave. We don't have to.
But
Exactly.
How would you stop them? But kill them.
we literally we let them go to rob more.
Okay, no. They can rob in there all they want. They have to come through us to get out.
Exactly.
but we're still disturbing the grave, which I
We're
thought
not disturbing anything.
They
we
did that.
wanted to stop them from disturbing the grave. It's a famous guy.
We would have been surrounded by 3 points if we would have ran in there.
Yeah.
You understand that, correct?
We can't fight those dead things and those people
From
at
3
the
sides.
same time.
From 3 sides.
Let the undead take care of them.
Or
We'll
what
pick
we
off
do,
whatever's left.
we get on their good side, and then we slit their throat when they're not looking.
Ooh, I like that plan.
Wait
Right?
a minute. No. we're not
Why?
gonna slit any throats unless we have to.
Well, don't we
that's
have
what we're
to?
sent here to do.
The number one enemy right now are these undead things.
Well, we don't know how many of them there are. There's no way we.
I'm really nervous.
So during this, my rock gets one more attack before
Yep.
it.
So go ahead and roll for your rock. I got a rock.
I'm gonna do a power attack. -1.
Yay!
Yeah!
Okay, the rock potentially
Oh
could
my
even crit.
God.
Oh, Dwayne, I'm so proud
And
of you.
it does by a mere fraction. It's gonna get a crit in. Unbelievable. It's last fleeting strike as it's about to fade into
Oh my
nothingness.
God.
So it's damage is 1d6
So
plus 4.
So it's
So it's
2d6
5
plus
with the power
4.
attack. 2d6 plus it's plus 5 because of the power attack.
There you go. Yep.
Take that, Rockman!
It hits as hard as it possibly could.
Bless his little rocky heart.
All right. As he disappears into the ether.
Oh boy.
He tried his best.
Okay, the dead thing swipes at nothing as it vanishes. Okay. Yeah, so you guys are still down here in the corridor. Technically, combat is not afoot right now, so I'm going to go ahead and cease that sound.
I got another 20.
Woo!
Coming for you, Matt. No.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Bring it.
Just, we need to listen to see if we can hear any more coming.
Okay, my point
And
being
if
is...
not, then we can do something with the ones up there.
Yes, now, Annie, if you can convince them to leave of their own volition, then please be my guest. But if not... Okay?
Choppy, choppy.
Okay.
Choppy, choppy, slicey, slicey, slitty, slitty.
It. It's a
All
lot
right.
of them.
I believe in you,
Tactically.
Annie.
Well, you said you could do something. What can you do, Alekma?
I could, never mind.
Can you do the thing that you did? The big thing of thorns.
Oh.
No, not today, because we're inside. I figured we wouldn't, It's really for an outside thing. I was actually gonna, summon a bunch of swarmy things to attack them when they're all clumped together.
Swarmy things.
But
If we can convince them to leave, do that.
Summon swarmy things.
Because now we've proven we're on their side, quote unquote. We didn't attack them. We helped fight the dead thing. So maybe we can sort of,
Yeah, are they all gone now, or is that one right over there? And I point to the one that's coming towards us. Should we maybe deal with that first?
Yes.
Well, it is an abomination. I was gonna say maybe it should be on our side because it's protecting the grave, but
I don't think so,
It's
Annie.
undead. It's undead. I agree with Annie.
Get it.
I'm gonna run to attack.
Get it, Charlie. Get it.
I will meet
Attack.
it right here. Actually, I'm gonna let it come closer first.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Hey,
don't-
don't forget,
yeah.
I'm sitting back there like waiting for something to come through the door.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
You see me like that's why I went there to see
I
if
go,
anything would.
Right. So Cyrano, you're still poised, ready to strike.
Yep.
Okay. Technically, we're in the same combat. So Britannica, you could act next if you want.
I'm gonna hold. I want him to come to us.
Hold.
Hold.
Alekma,
But I'm ready.
I'm not doing anything. I'm.
Annie.
Hold.
Hold.
Okay. So basically, everybody is holding their action then.
Yes.
Oh yeah, this thing's just
Let him-
wandering into us. Yeah.
Let him come in here.
Oh, it will. I mean, it's
yeah,
it's a upset, disturbed, dead thing that doesn't really have a whole lot of tactics. So
Perfect.
it is going to come through, and probably, seeing as the first thing it would have saw was Shiny Annie, its intent is going to be to attack her. You see it raise its sword, ready to strike, but you all have held action, so you can move first. So Cyrano here.
Great. I know that it's not like super far here, but would I have advantage on it, or not advantage? Flanking on attacking it?
I would say yes.
Yeah, I mean, for all intents and purposes, right?
Yeah, you can have
Okay,
flanking.
then I'm gonna.
I mean, you
yeah.
can't. Obviously, this thing being undead
Sneak
and
attack,
bony,
I
you
know.
can't sneak attack it, but you definitely
fine.
can get a flanking bonus.
Yep,
This
that's
can be a
what I
hard
need.
level for you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, full attack since I hadn't moved. Ha Oh boy!
All right,
Let's go straight through the ribcage.
your swords go very quickly and very stealthily, like,
Oh boy!
and kind of get caught up in the cape thing,
Yeah.
and don't really do much of anything. All right, Britannica.
Can I get through
Yeah.
Alekma right
You
there?
can
or
like
is
take
it-
a big overhead
Easy,
chop
pardon
down
me.
through the gap for sure with your big ass
We'd
axe.
I'd shift aside. I mean, there's room for all. Of us.
Get out of the way, and I'm gonna.
Move, bitch! Get out the way. 15. Nope. Its shield comes up in time to glance the blow off.
Fuck.
Alekba.
This isn't very effective.
Everyone's standing around it, just poking at the dead thing. Oh, okay. You lunge forward with
we go.
with your magic spear. Magic spear. And you will hit for 12.
Yeah.
So disappointing. Nah. And last but not least, in for the attack goes Annie.
Come on, Annie.
And I
You.
Help.
swing at it.
So, but you missed by a point. Sorry. Because 18 is its AC. So, yep, you glance the blow, and your blow also ricochets off the huge, big shield that he is carrying. Okay, it is his turn. He will continue to finish off his attack on Annie.
So embarrassing.
And
Ooh.
It hits.
alrighty. The blade finds its mark and will do 6 points of damage as it opens up a small graze on your sword arm. All right, Cyrano.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that another whirl, I guess.
Again.
Okay, how about this? Ha
Oh, okay.
The first one, no, but the second one will find its mark.
Yay!
Yeah, you got the bone.
For 4, which is just enough. How do you want to take it out?
Oh, that's nice.
Kind of get through the bones again, but this time I do my 360 whirlwind attack on it and just jump the bones up.
Your 360 whirlwind attack reminds me of Master Ken's special like multi-point attack that he does on that YouTube video. If you've ever seen it.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I do. I just kinda
Kicks
jump
and
on the
arms and everything's flailing everywhere. Okay.
Yep.
But amazingly and sadly, it works and is effective as you crush it down as it collapses in a pile of discarded bones in the entryway there. Okay, that one is also now out of here.
Okay, so should we try to
Well, hold on a second. I'm gonna just peek over here and see if I can see any others. Just
Okay.
stay right there. Don't
No
anybody-
problem.
do
Nobody
anything.
move.
No problem.
I'm just gonna go a little bit more, see if I can see anything. Okay.
All right. So just for chat, I'm going to go ahead and tag your vision here. So
Okay. I think the coast is clear for now. Let me zoom out to make sure Gore's not hiding anything from me.
hey, you're only going to see it if it's there.
Okay, I think the hallways are clear for now. So Annie, if you want to convince our friends to... What do you think?
Supposed to convince them, though. Let's see, they were hired to rob Sir Arnathol's tomb, but they're probably trying to get this, and I'm gonna wave around my scimitar. And whatever else is in there.
Whatever else is in there.
So if they saw me with this, do you think they...
Well, did they really see it
attack us?
though?
I don't think they've seen
Maybe they don't know what it is yet.
I mean,
Or what it looks like.
the only thing you could really do is convince the townspeople that were hired to surrender back at town and be put in those dangly cages, you know?
You think that's going to work?
Well, they were terrified, so you could say there was a curse or something, you know?
I could say, Sir Arnathol's taken over my body, and I wield the weapon. Run away!
You could try that.
We could try that. Although they might see it and be like, "Oh, let's get it now."
Let's just kill her now.
No, that's exactly what they would do.
Yeah.
We could just give them some gold.
We do. Well, we would have a lot of gold to give away if somebody hadn't given it all to one town.
We still have some.
Well, no matter what they're doing, they're probably waking up more in there.
Yes, we should just. Let's hurry. Let's
The best part of waking up is dead things in your cup.
Let's just go in.
All right, go knock and see what they say. You don't want me to do it because
Diplomacy at its finest.
I'm going to light a torch myself.
Okay.
Put my shield away and just have a torch and my weapon with me.
I'm just gonna keep swiveling.
All right. So you're just pulling. You're packing a torch instead of your shield. You're gonna put your shield in your back. Okay. All right. So you can always drop the torch and pull out the shield and take the shield out for an action if you need to.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna come up.
Bang on the door.
Just gonna think it's the dead things.
The politest dead things I've ever
I'm
seen.
gonna like start trying to push it in. I'm wondering if they like blocked it off with heavy things.
Okay, so if you're going to start pushing on it, it doesn't automatically just push open, no. It would appear that they have put something on the other side of it to kind of weight it or block it.
Turn to everyone. Well,
But shouldn't we like announce ourselves to know that we're not the dead things?
Yeah, tell them it's safe. Tell them we took care of it.
Opening. We killed them all. Let us in.
Okay, a voice yells, "Why are you here? We were here first. We lay claim to this tomb. The wealth here belongs to us. Now, get lost, where there are far too many of us you couldn't possibly hope to win.
We don't care about that. We just want to get rid of all the abominations. We're here to help.
Where did you come from?
I came from across the sea.
You came from across the sea, did you? And just happened to show up here at the desecrated the lost tomb of Sir Arnathor and thought, oh, I know, we'll just pop in and help these other people clear it out of the kindness of your heart.
Is to rid the world of abominations. Blessed goddess Myrus has given me this task.
You're a follower of, you said, Myrus?
Yes.
And you don't have a problem with the fact that we're, have every intention to open up all these coffins and get as much of the loot out as we possibly can?
Listen, I know Sir Arnathor's tomb is in there, and I have a suspicion there's a lot of dead things around, and I'm here to get rid of them. That's it.
Well, now we know what we're up against and we're all together, I think we can handle that ourselves. We're not sharing anything, you know.
You can't handle it. You almost died.
Curse. The
And there was
curse.
Stu,
We almost died.
just the lackeys.
The only thing that almost killed me was when that woman stabbed me or hit me with that big axe. Yes, quite. You're the only ones that have done any harm to us. The dead things have done nothing.
The curse, Ernie.
We can handle a pathetic skeleton or two.
There's a curse!
Pull the other one!
Trust me! You touch anything, you will be cursed too! I don't know what the curse is.
That's how it works, I think.
Give me a diplomacy skill roll. Actually, you know what? I don't know if that really comes under. That smells like more like bullshit to me. That's a bluff check. That's a bluff
Oh, I
skill
got
roll.
a great bluff skill.
If ever I've heard of one.
Oh, girl.
Okay. You hear him say, "Preposterous," and then you hear another voice say, "Now let's not be too hasty. I have heard of some of these tomb of the wealthy people. They paid wizards or great mages to somehow protect their peace laying at rest domains. It is possible."
Trust me, you don't want
So tell us about this curse then. Supposedly what happens?
Oh, well, first your flesh starts to melt from your body. And then your bones start to
Melt from your body.
They turned to mush.
Rainshine Kitty, thanks for the sub, my dear. Take your pants off, hit the hype.
Yes, and once you're dead, your bones reanimate into what you just saw. Trust me, it's not a good way to end, and you don't want it.
I'm the worst diplomat ever.
Don't I
Trust
know
me,
it?
Don't want it.
You don't want it.
It's gonna be real bad. It's gonna hurt real bad.
Nope, we must face the peril. Okay, you
Want to end
can.
up like these things?
So basically, it kind of goes quiet. You can hear faint mutterings and mumblings from behind the door. Well, so what you're saying is if we try to steal anything from this tomb, that's how we get cursed. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Yes.
From anything? Or just for, argument's sake, Arnathor's particular crypt?
Anything within these walls.
He didn't say anything about a curse. No, he never mentioned a curse at all. Curses sound a bit dangerous. Shh! I've paid you handsomely. Be quiet.
Descent.
What?
Descend amongst the never mind.
Descend amongst the ranks.
No,
Come on, just open the door.
The rest of
Let us help you.
Why would you help us? You just told us that there's a dangerous curse.
Help you escape.
You're a woman of the cloth, and you don't want to see them turn into abominations or something.
I could do my swarm to scare them.
Don't scare them. They're gonna open the door.
No, we tell one of the villagers to pick up a coin,
If you let me check
and I send in
over-
the swarm.
I could check over everyone to make sure that you already haven't been cursed. I could check the skin for any rashes. Trust me.
See if you have any mushy bones yet.
You might have accidentally bumped into something.
Sure.
I pray for your souls, please.
But so are you some kind of priestess then?
I told you I'm a paladin of Goddess Myris.
But I thought, isn't Myris all about love and compassion and kindness and stuff?
Yes.
And yet you know all about these. You can remove these curses, can you?
Yes.
Well, what if we go through, take all the stuff, and then when we leave, you can remove the curses from us? We'll give you a share of the loot if you take the curses away.
I can't just remove your curse. I can make sure you don't get it. I could come check on you and tell you if it's over for you.
So, if we let you in, you can kind of preemptively determine if we've already been cursed, but you can't stop us being cursed. Is that what you're saying?
Tell him it's a time issue.
I don't really think I want to be cursed.
When did you come in here? When did you run into those dead things?
Oh, I don't know. How long have we been in here? Oh, I think maybe about an hour.
An hour?
About an hour.
There's only 5 minutes
we,
left before the curse.
We were clearing the side. We were clearing the side catacombs before you showed up.
It kicks in right after an hour if you've been cursed.
Yeah, you 2
It's
hours.
almost time. Quickly.
It's forever.
Open the door.
This is preposterous. I don't believe in this curse at all. Oh, but I think I might. Can we? Perhaps we should just let that one in. Okay, you can come in, but only you.
Sure. And I'm gonna go turn around. Just
Just-
push through. Just push through.
What?
We're just gonna push through.
We're just gonna... okay, and I'm gonna creep up.
Okay.
Are we going in, guys?
Are we like fighting them all?
Oh yeah, wait a second. I gotta stop listening to you. I get myself killed.
He's about to open the door and we're gonna...
And then we're gonna what? Fight all of them?
Just be nice.
Well, they're gonna kill us.
No, they won't kill us.
Well, I almost called you Shaggy. Alekma, isn't that... Maybe when he opens the door, you can cast your swarm and then we go in and distract him.
Yes.
Rain and Kitty, take care, my dear.
Well,
Sure.
the swarm might attack you too. It's kind of hard to control. It's kind of just a
Okay, so when
do it.
Oh, well, maybe
the door.
You
maybe
get
open the
under
door,
the
you
door?
cast it, and then you say, oh no, the curse has started, or whatever you'll say.
Yes, good idea.
And then we retreat again.
Open the door.
And then we
maybe
close the
run
door.
out.
We close the door and we hold it there for the swarm to get him.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
I like that plan.
Is there any way to hold the door closed on our ends?
Not easily, because they kind of like hacked through. You know, it basically, if you can imagine, the door had like a latch in the center holding it. They've hammered through that.
Okay.
So the door, you know, there was a
opens
keyhole,
towards us,
but
Does it open
no, it opens inwards.
But there is a way to grip it.
There's a couple of huge, big metal rings that you could like grab and pull, but yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna be like, I got an idea. I'm gonna turn to Britannica. Come
Yes.
here.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Bull Strength on her.
Okay.
Oh, what's that?
Basically, it makes your muscles ripple even more because you get a +4 strength enhancement bonus.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna be like, you and Cyrano, grab the right one. Me and Annie will grab the left one when we try to hold it. And then I'm going to ready my swarm spell to send it in there when the door opens.
so what's everybody else doing?
All right, I'm gonna get in position then. I
Yeah,
guess.
I'm
So you guys are going to get ready to run forward when he pulls the door open. So if I'm understanding this right, when the guy opens the door, you're going to cast Swarm. They're going to rush forward and grab the door and pull it closed again.
Yes.
From both sides, right?
But I'm also gonna, before we do that, I'm gonna go, the first sign of the curse is if you see something unusual.
Well, we're in a crypt. A lot of unusual things, really.
Bugs, I don't know. Okay.
All right, okay. Well, the door slowly begins to open, and you can see one individual here. I'm just going to go ahead and pull this half size temporarily.
Cyrano, you're going to be over here?
Yeah, I'm. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes.
Cyrano. Oh, I mean.
I'm there.
Oh, like mine.
All right, so he opens this side of the door, probably about enough for a human person to come through, and he goes, all right, priestess or paladin, whatever you are, come on in. Everybody else stay out, or you'll get it.
Of course, we're staying right here.
Okay, no problem.
All right, so Alekma, what are you doing?
I am casting Summon Swarm of rats because it's a crypt and it's Indiana Jones, right?
Dun, dun, dun,
Oh,
dun.
yes!
Dun,
Yes!
dun, dun. Okay.
Could have been snakes.
It's bats, rats, or spiders.
Why did it have to be snakes? Oh, that's good too.
And I'm gonna summon it within the open door. So I guess I got my line of sight here-ish. Or...
Alrighty. Okay. All right. So you're casting it into the doorway, and so basically he is there, so it will immediately attack him.
Go and close the door.
Sweet. As soon as it goes through.
Yeah, you'll hear him yell and scream as he's bound to fall backwards. Okay, and then you are going to pull the door closed and hold it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Take that, rat.
All right. Okay. Well, you will hear a lot of yelling and screaming on the other side. All right. So, do you have all your information for your swarm?
Yes, I do.
All righty then.
What's going on in there? Why didn't you let us in?
Nice one.
Yeah, I mean, it has initiative.
Yeah.
I have the...
All right. Well, give me an initiative roll for it.
All right.
Let them deal with a swarm of rats for once. See how they like it.
See how they deal with it, and then you go, oh, that's how you do it. Okay.
Oh,
Okay. 20. Yeah, the rats are going first.
So,
All right.
yeah.
So you're going to make a rat swarm, basically a swarm attack on this guy.
It's a
bring those up to
1d6
swarm size.
plus 1d6 plus disease.
Yep, potential diseases. All right, because they kind of hit, don't they?
Right.
All right, 3 points. The disease is probably irrelevant because
Yeah.
it takes a long time to manifest, so we're not going to waste additional time with dice rolls with that. Okay, yeah, you're here yelling and screaming and hollering from the other side. Well, initially, no one's trying to come out through that door, so you're just going to kind of let it go on over there?
Yeah.
Okay. Then he's gonna fall back. The rats will continue to swarm him.
can I peek through the keyhole so I can see the carnage?
Jeez.
Sure. Just so you can see. Sure.
Christmas.
Get him so good.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Armor class is 14.
Yep. Go ahead and save that and make my life a little easier.
3 weeks from now is important. Agreed.
All right, those three are all swatting at the swarms and doing little to nothing in effect. Okay, swarm.
Boom.
If any of you guys want to do anything other than giggle inanely as he's attacked by swarms, you let me know.
Well, we're holding the door, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm holding the door.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you do anything, if you're going to do anything different.
Nope.
Okie dokie.
Um,
All right. Well,
convince them to run.
with two of these people being experienced tomb robbers, I am going to give them a survival skill check to see if they know what to do in this situation. And he has that. Oh yeah, he's definitely knows how to deal with rats. Okay, so you'll hear yelling and screaming from the other side. And he goes, "Light the torches! Light the torches!" And go ahead and make another attack for your rat.
All right.
Another 4. Okay, this guy's being eaten alive.
Should we go in now? Oh my god.
Aletma's thinking, yeah, this has happened before. And 2 of them hit your rats. So the rats are going to take a total of 7.
All right, so they have 11 health left.
Yep.
They have
So they're
18.
still alive and well and biting. Okay. So Annie asked you a question.
This is honestly not as far as I thought.
We should go in while they're distracted, because we got the door now, right? We can open the door.
Or what if you use this to convince them the curse is real and have them leave?
I don't know if they're going to.
I say we just.
Fighting them.
Yeah,
I
the
see.
curse! Alright, well, I'll do whatever. I'm ready.
Yeah,
Great.
just tell me, am I killing or not killing?
Annie, you're running the show here.
The curse! It's getting you! Leave now!
Getting you.
It's getting you.
I can see it biting you!
Should I roll swarm damage one more time?
Yep.
Okay.
For 3.
Hurry.
All right. They're really not paying much attention to your muffled babblings from behind the door at this point. They're preoccupied.
I say we go in and we deal with those that looked like they knew what they were doing.
Okay. Britannica, lead
Yes.
the charge. Let's go.
Okay. And I'm gonna open and charge it.
Alrighty. And this guy, I need to go ahead and tag him too.
For honor to Thor!
Alrighty. So a lit torch automatically deals 1d3 damage to a swarm. So the swarm is going to take another 3 points of damage, which will take it to 10. So technically it's still there. The last one who's not wielding a torch is going to try to hit it. And he
It's it.
will hit it. So they finish off the swarm. But despite that, are you guys? So is that what you guys are all bursting in?
Yes.
Okay,
I think
this
so.
technically is a brand new combat, so let's get new shiny initiatives for everybody.
Okay. Yep.
Ooh.
My best. Oh, I go after Britannica. Perfect, though. That's perfect. That's all I needed.
7. Alright, let me roll for them. And they are going to go there. They're actually going first. Alright, but not to panic. Alright, so you burst through the door. There's nothing to stop you bursting through the door. It was just pulled to at this point. So you pretty much you can see this guy here and this guy here kind of holding torches. As you can see, like they were burning the ground where these rats were.
I don't see anything. Am I supposed
And I'm fixing to pull the door
Okay.
open for you.
Gotcha.
There you go. So these guys are all kind of clustered around here because the rats were attacking them right there. Okay. So technically they get to go first. But you bursting through the door kind of counts as a surprise. So only these guys are not going to be able to do anything. This guy is going to retreat behind the statue here, just to be smart. This guy is going to take a few steps backwards and get kind of in a strategic position. This guy is going to move to here. This guy is going to move to here. These are all kind of not really going to do squat because they've just been attacking rats and they're suddenly like in surprise that the door just got burst open. So, all right. So next up would be Britannica. Okay, so what do you want to do, Britt?
Okay, so I'm gonna charge in and we're like, are you guys okay? Are you guys okay? We're here to help. Like she said, remember?
Okay, so you're not like charging in and just starting to belt him or anything?
Is that
okay.
what we were doing?
Oh, I don't know. You tell me.
I thought you guys
So
wanted me
you
to
just
talk
push
to
the
him.
door open and say that, right? Okay.
Yes.
Fair enough. Cyrano.
Yeah, that kind of catches me by surprise.
Whoa! I thought we were murdering them. Oh.
Yeah, so
That's a good Cyrano.
yeah, that's pretty good. I'm gonna kind of peek out behind the door. Gotta go.
Are you okay? We saw the curse getting you.
Like,
You were being gotten. The gutting.
go be somewhere strategic.
Yeah. I'm going to. Oh God, there's really nowhere I can be strategic in here. This is all the
Hard,
worst for
yeah.
me. For me, this is the worst. No, I'm not. I'm not going anywhere yet. I'm just gonna say that.
Okay, you just gonna stay where you are?
I'm not running into the middle of this group of people.
Annie.
Sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna come through the doors and be like, what did you see? Did you see something unusual? What's the curse?
So the leader from behind the thing says, I saw a swarm of rats come charging through the door after we opened it. From your side of the door, to be precise. Do you think we're fools? That was no curse.
Yes, they were rats.
But we didn't touch anything, so they didn't go after us. Why would they go after us? You're the guilty party who touched things when you weren't supposed to.
That's what you get
Yeah.
for touching.
Yeah. Why would they? We didn't get cursed.
Okay. Alekma?
I'm gonna be blinking like that GIF where everyone's like,
You like that little girl gif?
yeah, what? And I'm just gonna say, yeah, you opened the door. And it materialized at the threshold of this door, which is why I'm not walking through it. Because the rats came out of nowhere.
Alrighty. So you're all kind of spinning the same lie. But really this is all Annie's instigation, so I want Annie to give me a bluff check.
Come on, Annie.
Alright.
You got it.
Go.
Honestly, the combat music is... Ooh,
Jesus.
okay. Clearly, several of them are not convinced that that is not what happened. As these guys all kind of... This guy's particularly the one that's been half chewed by rats. This guy's the one here that's got the huge gash on his chest where he got accidentally hit by an axe. So at this point, they're all kind of just backing away into kind of defensive positions, but none of them are making any, like, you know, movements like they're about to attack. This guy is going to move down. Okay, so this dude is like,
I mean, that does make sense, seeing as they didn't actually touch anything, and we did, you see, because maybe that's... He goes,
Shh! Don't fall for this stupidity! Because you common yokels, you're too easily led. I'm paying you enough, aren't I?
well, but we thought we were just coming in here to kind of root around and get some free stuff. We didn't actually know that these things would be coming to life, and didn't say anything about a curse, and now there's all those people over there, and that's making me really nervous.
I love him.
I like him.
So, they're kind of very... You know, the two leaders, the tomb robbers that obviously were, seem to be a lot more, and a lot less bent on buying into this whole stuff. But a lot of these locals do seem to be very, very apprehensive and nervous about all this.
Okay.
Well, okay, well, any of you that are scared of this curse, you can leave, can't you? And you won't be getting paid, and you won't be receiving any of the treasure. And he's going to make...
It's not worth it. The treasure.
So he's going to make an intimidation check, which is kind of like an anti-bluff check. So he needs to beat your 20. And he throws in the... Oh, and don't forget, we'll also come back to town at a later date to murder you and your families.
Well...
That was our one chance.
Well, I really don't want to be cursed, but I'd much rather not be dead, so... I suppose we'll say, I won't touch anything. That's it. I just won't touch anything. If I don't touch anything, I'll be alright, won't I? Just being in here doesn't get me cursed, does it? You Morrissey person?
Yes, it...
I mean, you're in here, and you haven't touched anything, and you're alright. So if I don't touch anything, I should be alright as well, right? Yeah, that does make sense, doesn't it? I mean, if we don't touch anything, if we'll let them get all the treasure, and then we'll just get the money.
We don't want treasure. We're just here to stop.
He means me, you fool.
We're here to kill you.
What? You're here to kill us? Well, as soon as you say that, this guy kind of takes a couple of steps back.
Okay.
And now they've all kind of formed a big arcing line, and he goes, well, if you're here to kill us, you better come in and try, hadn't you? And you can they all look at each other, and nervously, some of them are like...
Can I...
Getting ready. Is the first one to charge forward. You two crossbowmen, pepper them. Whoever moves in first is sure to die.
I'm going to turn to Britannica.
Can I... Yeah? Is it time? Should I...
This must be code.
Okay. I'm gonna summon my little... and go... and try to get my little flashy to come out at
Okay.
them. Take this!
Yeah, you haven't used that today. What is the... did I tell you what the range on that was? I think I did.
It's
Yeah.
big, like 30 feet.
It's like a
right?
30-foot radius. It's going to hit
It's
everything.
even bigger
Yeah.
than that.
Yep. All right,
Yeah,
okay.
30 feet.
So you stand there and do your Megasonic Teenage Warhead impression, and suddenly, this massive blast of radiant light emerges from Britannica's center, and okay,
Everybody has seen it.
Yay!
Well, technically I'm behind the door still, so...
Matt was picking up a small rock at the time.
Whoa.
What just happened? It was very bright.
The perfect skipping rock. Oh, what happened? What?
Okay, hold on.
Damn
let me
it!
see
I'm just
here.
gonna do it to him.
That's fair.
You gotta flash him.
Technically I wouldn't see that either, so...
Okay.
That's true.
Let's see what I have my notes on your thingy. All right. Okay, so they've all got to make a fortitude save, or they are stunned for a round and dazed for 5 rounds. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rolls, and I'm gonna just go ahead and
There's a lot of people in there.
I know. And they were very nice.
All right, so I'm going to roll the 6 for the
Yeah.
peasants going round, or the pass, and 15 is what they're after. So fail. Okay. Next one. He
The
is
two leaders are the ones behind the.
going to fail. So basically, this one here and this one here have both failed. I'll do the leaders last. Now we're on to this guy. Fail. Hey, that's both the crossbow guys are not going to be shooting very
Yeah,
straight.
because that was.
That's pretty good. He's a pass. And pass. Okay. So these two here on the end and this guy are passed. And now I'm going to roll for the leaders. Because they have a little bit higher chance.
Nice.
Ha.
That's the first one. And then the main dude.
His eyes fall out of his sockets.
And he passed. Okay. So, let me go ahead, and what I'm going to do to make life
Yeah, I think it's
easy.
mark 'em.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and mark those that are temporarily... Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to aura them. It's easier.
Like that.
No.
Damn it.
All right.
It's key.
They've each... Yeah, the ones that have failed look like they've peed themselves.
We're here to kill you.
Hey,
What?
Stupid.
no one's going to accuse him of lying.
This is a weird time, guys.
Well, I mean, the mixed messages was throwing Alekma off, so he just wanted to get something straight out, you know, like,
You and me both.
we're here to kill you. All this, like,
Happens if Annie ever
diplomacy,
tries to take
bluffing,
charge.
do we, don't we, it was driving me crazy.
Oh my god. Will they, won't they?
Okay, so basically anyone that's standing in a puddle of his own urine is stunned for 1 round, which means they do nothing, and then they're dazed for 5, which means they get -1 attack, saves, and spot checks.
I don't see the urine.
Yeah, I can't see any.
Where's this urine?
You gotta draw the urine
I
underneath
can't
him.
see the pee-pee. Can you fix it?
Oh my god.
Oh, can you not see that? Really?
No,
No.
we cannot.
Huh. It's
I'm
on the...
looking.
Oh, well.
You want us to look at the stream?
No.
Aww.
Nope, apparently that doesn't show you, and I don't know if there's any way I can. So, but
Okay.
this one here,
I don't know which ones.
It's fine.
this one here,
Oh, that's gonna get real.
and
They're
this
not
one
moving
here.
around.
Well, it won't, because
So
they're
there's
the
only
only ones that are going to actually do
Oh.
anything, really. So you'll know pretty quick.
So only three
failed?
can. No, only 3 can see.
Only
right?
3 of them are currently not stunned, yes. So, I mean, initially, you're probably not going to know that anyway. Like, it's not like they're visibly... Like, there'll be a huge flash of light, and they'll all, like, ah! And avert their eyes. So, after you have done that, what do you plan on doing next?
Oh, wouldn't we like to know?
Is it my turn?
Where is it? I forgot.
It would be, let's see, Britannica,
I
yeah,
would
it
go
is your
next,
turn. So you just did
okay.
your flashy light thing.
So that's a bonus action for her.
Yep.
Okay, and can I see who has been affected? Yes, I can.
I mean, you can see all of them are going to kind of turn them initially to shield their eyes. I mean, that's just natural.
Right.
So
Who believes
if you
that
want to
way?
wait, and if you want to basically use your turn to try to ascertain that, you can, or you can randomly pick one and run. It's your choice.
Do I have to randomly, or can I just whether? I mean, because
I mean, I would say just
But I
pick
would
the
go for
most
the leader
logical
either way.
target. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the leader either way. So
Well, both the leaders are kind of behind this big ass statue, so they're the hardest to get to.
but I have lots of movement.
You do,
Get
so
around
you
to
can if you wish. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go and chop at this guy.
All right, so you're going to charge over and swing at Baldy.
Yes.
Oh, who just got moved by accident. Okay. Have at thee.
Please. 15?
15. Where are we? Okay, you swipe your axe. If he had hair, you'd have probably just cut it, but he manages to duck, and it's like literally buzz clear over the top of his head. Okay, Cyrano, Dium!
Yeah, uh-oh. Okay, so I'm not just gonna run straight into the middle of these people. So I'm gonna get a little better position here. I'm going to see this little spot back here behind this guy, and I'm gonna go like that, and then just kind of appear behind him.
Okay, so you're gonna use your special power?
My shadow step.
Okay.
Yep.
Right, slinking through the shadows, you reappear behind him in the dark.
Yep, and I'm gonna take both my swords, just give him a little twirl, and stab forward behind him.
All right, go for it.
Okay.
Technically, he's stunned, so you get +4 to hit him.
Oh, sweet. I didn't know if that was the one.
Yeah, +4
+4, full attack.
on both
yeah.
one. Yep.
Pew. I think that I did that right.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yep, both of those will find their mark. So you can roll on that primary attack. You will get your. These are not skeletons, so you can crit this. You can crit this guy.
So that's going to be a 4d6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Since both hit. Okay.
Get him. Okay.
So we've got. Let's see. That's a total of 25 points of damage.
Ooh.
All right. Okay. He is kind of was doing this number, and now he's doing this number as he throws his arms up as you drive both of them into his back. He's still alive, but not healthy.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm sorry. He is not. He is dead.
Yay!
Yeah, he is dead. Sorry, looking at the wrong.
So he's still not healthy. He's dead.
One would say the most unhealthy.
Which is the most unhealthy it could probably be.
And then Annie's curse comes to pass as he rises from the dead.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you easily shank him to
Okay, cool.
death.
I was gonna say, like, damn,
Nice.
these guys
All right,
are-
Annie.
Yeah, I run into the fray.
Actually, let's see. What was I supposed to do here? Yep. Okay.
I'm good.
Yep. Because I'm making them go last at this on this first round.
Okay. I'm gonna run into the fray and attack.
Which one are you attacking?
I'm attack, I guess.
The blind one with the crossbow. Okay.
blind one with a crossbow. Sure, that seems really.
Seems the most heroic.
So heroic. And slice with those.
With a +4.
Okay, so
that is a hit for 9. Okay.
okay.
Nice.
All right. You belt him across the shoulder for 9 points of damage. Olekma.
So which of these are injured?
Okay, this guy here is the one that Britannica almost opened up. This one... Oh, why did I move him? And the one that's standing next to him is covered in little bite marks. So this guy here and the guy next to him to his right are both not healthy.
So I'm going to javelin the leftmost one, seeing that everyone on my team went right. Trying to thin the herd, you know?
Okay. So...
I +4 to that, but it doesn't matter.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So 28.
So that javelin is going to fly through the air and impale this guy probably straight in the stomach or the chest, your choice, because he is dead. So.
Chest, because, yeah. I have
All
2
right.
more javelins, so I'm going to take another one out and just ready it.
Okay. Right, he is dead. He's going to fall backwards and collapse. Deceased in the room. Okay. Those that can see. So this one here and this one here. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. He is only slightly bitten, but seeing you hurl that javelin and seeing that you're closest to the door, he's going to you, and this one is not moving. All right, so this guy is going to take a swing to strike Annie.
Ooh.
And he will miss terribly.
Aha! Aha!
All right, and the other rushes forward with his sword and attempts to hack at Alekma, and also fails. All right, the leader, he is going to retaliate with his sword and attempt to hit Britannica.
Oh, Nanny.
Swipe.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I don't like it.
Okay, his great sword is going to do only 3 damage.
All right.
Great sword.
Tis but a great sword, dude. Yep. No problem.
I laughed real hard.
Okay. And that is that round. So now we start the next round. These 3 can act, but they are considered stunned. And they actually go before you this round. So we're pretty much going to rinse and repeat that. So this guy is going to attack Annie.
Oh, that's right, because they're at the top of the round, huh?
Yeah, but I put him last
Yeah.
because of the
Yeah,
whole
yeah, it was a
surprise and blah, blah, blah
attack.
thing.
Yep. I forgot.
Alright, swipes at Annie and missed. Okay, this guy, he is going to take a couple of steps back. He will, therefore, be eligible for an attack of opportunity from either Britannica, Annie, or both. If either of you wish to take it.
Can we both do it?
You can, but you only get 1 attack of opportunity per round, so if you both swing at this guy as he tries to back out, that's your attack of opportunity for the round.
Was he one of the ones that was bitten?
Well, I'd
No.
probably do it since
Okay.
I was the one attacking him earlier.
So he has full health, guys. Just heads up.
Yeah, I say we both do it.
Okay.
Let
him have it.
right?
Alright,
Yep.
cool.
That's just like a regular attack.
Yeah, I mean, again, he's not the most heroic, and Annie, that will hit for 9.
Oh, nice.
And that will be his undoing, so yeah, he's down.
Yay! I'm so glad we did that.
Girl power.
We got it.
Did you guys do a cool little synchronized move when you did it? You've been
Yeah.
practicing, you know?
It's very
They-
Sailor Moon.
They bump butts and cross hands.
Practice, Britannica.
Yay!
Did your little thing.
Alright, okay, yep, before he even... His attempt to take a few steps back and shoot with the crossbow was met with nothing but foolishness, as he is dead on the floor.
Can I don't know. Can you cleave with an attack of opportunity?
Ooh, good question.
Oh, honestly, let me check, because that's a good question. I think you can, but let me double check it.
Deal creature enough damage
love
to make
cleave.
it
Yes,
drop.
you can. Because it states if you deal a creature enough damage to make it drop. It doesn't say that it has to be on an actual attack action. I didn't think it did, but I thought, you know what? Let me double check it. So yeah, you can cleave the guy next to you.
I will. I turned my right after
I
that.
will cleave.
I slash right.
Check out the cleave.
Then I slash right, and then.
No, and then.
Come on.
I hit him for 7.
Ooh.
Which,
All my water.
let's see, he was
Oh
on...
no, Jade!
It's fine.
You just spilt it everywhere?
What did you do?
She spilled her water
Did
everywhere.
you cleave your water everywhere?
Yeah, she cleaved the water. He is, okay, yeah, very surprised and hurt, but he is nonetheless still with us. Alright. This guy then, so the one that was attacking Annie with the greatsword, he is going to swing again. Not
Is
Annie.
that me? Sorry.
Me, right?
21.
This guy.
Is that hit?
Who's he attacking?
You.
Me? Then yes.
4!
It's the Annie instead.
This time his sword doesn't find much more purchase with only 4.
Okay.
So with a great sword, he still only managed to do like 7 or 8 damage total in 2 rounds. Pathetic. Okay. This guy is dazed, so he gets to act, but he is at a minus. Okay, he is going to retreat into this alcove here. He has a crossbow, and there's really no one that he can get a clear line of sight at, so he's actually just getting his cowardly ass into cover. This guy is going to... what would he do? He's smart. Yeah. He is going to go round back and come in from the rear, and that will get him a flanking bonus. And I'm going to roll after. I'll roll the hit first, and then I'm going to roll to see 1, 2, or 3 Britannica, 4, 5, or 6 Annie, because he could go for either logically. But it doesn't matter because he missed. Your crap, sir. Okay. And the last one is the one that's attacking Alekma down here. He lunges forward.
That is just enough.
Just enough? Okay.
Yep. Meanie head.
For 6 points of damage, you receive a graze at the tip of his sword. Okay. Britannica, you are up.
Yes, I will hit him with my weapon.
Hold on. He missed.
What?
He was dazed. He gets -1 attack.
Oh!
Oh, nice.
So I should have put a -1 on that, and I didn't. He was dazed. -1 on attack rolls. So actually, that's a 14. It missed you.
Yay!
So there we go.
Sheesh.
Oh, yep, and Junk Farmer caught it too. He was dazed. Yes, he was.
Thank
Good
you.
catch.
Aw, Junk, you're my hero.
I actually remembered, but I'm glad somebody else pointed it out as well, because I may not have done. Actually, was he dazed? No, he isn't dazed.
Oh, what?
Damn it.
Damn it, he's not dazed. He doesn't have a P. He doesn't have P. So actually, it does count. He was not dazed.
I hate you,
Damn
Junk.
it.
Sorry, you're right. He was not dazed. So yeah, you did get hit. Sorry, 6. We're all getting confused now. Yeah, the other guy has the P circle.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay. All right. Back to where we were. So Britannica.
Okay.
So you can feel like there's a guy pressing in from behind as well.
I'm gonna attack Mr. Bossman.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
Yay!
All right, opening up a can of whoop ass on him for 16. Okay, he attempts to parry with his great sword, kind of grabbing the tip of the hand, grabbing the tip and bringing it up. But the sheer power of the downward swing, he only partially takes any sting out of it, as the axe gives him a nice big gash on his right shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay, Cyrano!
Yeah, I'm going to... Let's see, how
Stepping over the cold, dead corpse.
Yeah, so I can still use my 5... Stay within 5 feet here.
Yep,
And then still be able to get a full attack off on this guy. Around
you can.
Okay, cool.
Um,
I know there's no flank, but is he dazed, so I get a plus to that? Or
he is not dazed.
Okay,
He is the other one that was not dazed. Yep.
okay, so I'll get my full attack still.
Yep. You can't get behind him, so you won't be able to get a backstabby.
Yep, that's fine.
But you
I
still
figured
get
as
full
much.
attack, so have at it.
Still gonna do the thing.
Ooh, okay, nope. But that's still a 6 and a 7. That's still 13 points damage.
Okay.
That's still a pretty good hit for that dude. Okay, Annie,
Yeah.
what do you want to do?
I'm
So you see Cyrano press in from your right. Britannica has this one engaged, and there's a guy swinging at you from behind as well.
I'm going to help finish this guy off and I'm going to destroy him.
Okay.
As you'll see here.
I will destroy
I
you!
stab my scimitar upwards.
Okay, well, you need to do 7 points of damage to destroy him.
Oh.
You hit him, but only for 5. So, afraid
Damn it.
he is slightly undestroyed, but almost destroyed.
Freaking
Almost, man.
He felt the love, just not all the way. All right, Alekma. You're locked in mortal combat with one of these guys down here. It is your turn.
Yeah, so because I took damage, then didn't take that damage, and then took it again, I'm gonna try to kill this guy with my spear.
He's morally
Obsidian's-
destroyed. That's it. It's a moral victory.
Obsidian's flight. No.
See, you should have thrown it. All right, you lunge at him with the spear, but he sidesteps it. Okay, back to the top of the round. It is their turn. Okay, this guy then. He is going to deal with this dude that keeps stabbing him from the side. As you do. Alright, he swings his sword towards you. Serenodium. And he misses! Alright, this guy here, he is going to swing at Britannica and get a flanking bonus. So,
I don't like it.
so he gets a -1, but he gets a +2, so that's that. Okay. And he fumbles!
You dummy.
Oh, a bad one, too. Okay, he has fallen prone. And must use an action to get back to his feet.
Nice.
Okay, so he counts as prone for the next turn. Very nice. Dumbass. Alright, two-handed sword dude. He is going to... And he doesn't get flanking now.
Nice.
Because his flanking partner is down.
Does not hit.
Awesome.
Nice.
Okay.
Wow.
This guy is going to pick up the axe from this dude. And he is going to run down here to help his friend. But picking up is an action and running down here is an action. So he's not going to get to attack this turn. Or a move. So he uses a turn to pick up his axe and a turn to run. And that is all of their action. So Britannica.
Yes. I get him.
He's really-
I get him.
I get.
Is this the prone guy?
Ooh.
I destroy him.
22 to an already done 16.
What a hit.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. You belt him solidly with your axe. He is still with us, but he is definitely bloodied and breathing heavily, and looks like he is somewhat concerned about the situation at this point. Cyrano.
Finally concerned.
Yeah, as I
Well, he
duck
had
under
the numbers to start with.
Sure did. Now. So as I duck under this guy's attack that's attacking me, I take both swords in my hand and kind of do a double swipe forward.
Okay, go for it.
As I narrowly
Badass.
avoid his attack there. Oh yeah.
Take him out.
Cyrano's a badass, guys. Okay. What can I say?
Need that
Other
flair.
than haha.
See that Ric Flair. Oh, and both hits.
Okay.
Yes.
And that is going to open him up nicely. Yeah, you described the attack pretty well. Both blades dig in. How do you want to kill him?
I eviscerate him.
Eviscerated. All right. Okay. Yep. You go. And his stomach opens up and his intestines spill out on the floor. He looks down momentarily to see in shock and horror as he catches some of them in his hands and looks at them, and then his eyes glaze over as he collapses dead to the floor.
Bye.
Okay. Annie.
Alright, seeing that enemy has been taken out, I turn my left and help Brit destroy the leader. I move a couple feet forward.
Okay.
And swipe. Okay,
Swipe or no swiping?
I'm going to use a power attack.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Open up a can.
Oh yeah, because he's prone, right?
No, she's not attacking the prone one. She's attacking the leader.
This is a prone. Yeah.
Oh.
Prone boy is going to get away with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wasn't looking down.
19. You hit him for 11.
Get him.
Nice. How much did you do the power attack for?
3.
Oh, nice.
So, and that was included on it. So, yep.
Yeah.
He has a hit point.
Oh,
He has one hit point.
Are you serious?
One hit point. Yes.
Cyrano's coming in.
He has 50, and you have done a total of 49. He has a hit point left.
That's my kill.
Oh, that's right, you're going
I normally don't say, but when it's things like that, it's just fun for you to know.
Yeah.
All right, Alekma, you have 2 now.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to kill the wounded one who got rat swarmed.
Okay, yep, that's the one that's been like wailing on you already.
And I renamed my weapon to Obsidian's Flight, so I'm clearly gonna hit him this time. You know, that's how that works, right?
Yes.
Oh, and you did too.
Apparently, yes.
Oh.
Let's see, with his rat damage of 9 plus 13, he's dead, sir. How do you want to kill him?
Nice.
Yay.
right in the throat, up through the brain.
Ow.
Alrighty. Okie dokie. Now, I am going to use something that I... Nowhere in the rules does it really cover this, but I always do it because I believe in morale. And this guy is little more than a hired thug from town. He's well aware that his side is losing. He just watched his friend have his brain skewered. So he, rather than stupidly attack, plus he's still feeling lightheaded and dazed, he is going to attempt to flee. So he will bolt, and you will get an attack of opportunity as he attempts to run past you.
Nice.
He's a townsperson, right?
Yeah. He was a guy that was basically paid to come and help out do this. It's up to you. How do you want to morally judge this fella?
So I'm going to try to tag him. So if we ever get back to town, I could identify him based on the wounds.
Okay, so you want to hit him, but not necessarily kill him?
No, I'm assuming one hit's not going to kill him. I'm going to try to... Oh,
that.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
You assumed that?
What is 43
Because
damage?
it's a spear, it's a ×3 modifier, and it's a 2d6 damage. So it's...
This is Radavan all over again.
Oh
Damn it.
my god! You hit him for almost 60 damage.
4 plus 6.
It's a ×3 modifier, and it's a large weapon, so it's a 2d6 damage.
So you disintegrate him when you hit him.
So...
Well, to be fair, Elegma doesn't really
To
like
be fair...
He
To be
melted
fair.
him.
Oh my God.
all right.
Like a mush bone.
Is that right?
Congrats on the 20.
I had to, yes, it is right. I had to do the critical modifier.
So you did 14 points of damage for the attack, right? Because
Yeah,
it's
so
2d6, right? Is
It's
what you're...
2d6, right. And it's a ×3, so it's 46, 66, 86. That's how that works.
Oh my God.
2d6 plus 66 is 86.
Okay, yeah, so it rolled... No, that is right, yeah. Holy crap.
I
Well, it's
did,
because you
yeah.
rolled a 6, a 4, a 5, and a 4 as well.
Yeah.
This
Wow.
All right, okay. Holy
Let him
moly.
go!
Yeah, so you tagged him. Oh, you definitely tagged him.
Oh,
As he
okay.
turns around, I mean, you've done enough damage to kill him 3 times over, so how did you kill him? How does he die?
So he's running around me. So pretty much I just go like this, right into his back. I lift it up, and then slam him into
Let's
the
just
wall.
call you Vlad the Impaler from
Yeah,
now
like you're one of those plate spinners at a halftime show.
grab him, flip him, hit him against the wall.
Okay.
Like, you know.
Turning up his
Oh, well,
booty
here's the good thing then.
Spinning around.
If he makes it back to town, you'll definitely know which one he was. As intended. Holy
like
shit.
a little string on a ball, you just like weaved it between, so it just
And I owe you another 20, dude. Damn.
Natural 20!
It's 4 for you tonight.
Wow.
You're on a roll, literally.
Wow.
a meat umbrella.
Meat umbrella.
Paladin, that's so good. Paladin said that.
Alrighty.
Oh, that's good.
That's so good.
Damn.
Neat umbrella.
Look at you go. Alrighty. Yeah, that ruined his fucking day. Alright, as our NPCs. This guy is going to use his turn to get up then, seeing as nobody did anything to him. And now with flanking again, he once again is going to attack Britannica. Slash and misses. And the leader is also attacking Britannica because he's already doing so. But he will get flanking this time. And he will hit this time.
You got me.
He's a heal.
4. Ooh, considerably more. This time he really managed to find the mark for 12 points.
I'm really hurt, guys.
Yep, that's gonna suck. Okay, and they're the only 2 that are left. So, Britannica.
Yeah. I'm gonna bash his face in.
You're getting face bashed.
Oh, shit.
Not with a 15, I'm afraid, though.
Damn it. Start clapping.
All right, Cyrano.
Oh.
Cyrano.
Cyrano's gonna tiptoe behind this guy.
All right. Okay, so you're going to go in. So technically, you're going to have to sneak, or he potentially can get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, even if I get in his range but stay within it?
Yeah, because you're coming into it, right?
Yeah,
if you're going to come. Oh well, no, hang on. So you're gonna come in.
And then I'm just kind of like skirting him a little bit. I'm not coming in.
Oh, I see what you're doing. So you're just trying to. Okay, yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
But I mean, he obviously isn't going to just leave his back to you, so.
Well, still, but I still get flanking though.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, that's all. I just want.
Yep.
I already know he's looking pretty bad, so I'm
Yeah,
just trying
that's fine.
With just one attack here.
And that is a hit.
Yay!
And that is enough! Because he only had a hit point. So, yeah, he's done.
Okay, great.
Stealer.
Kill Stealer. Alrighty. Annie!
Yeah, I spin around and see. Who's left? Just you. Get out of here! Leave! No!
Okay,
But I'm readying an attack just in case he attacks.
no. He, glances around and goes,
You don't have to tell me twice.
and he will back away from you.
Well, we did, unfortunately.
We'll see what
That's fine.
Alec does.
Yeah, it's like third and fourth time.
Okay, so, yeah, he is backing out, and obviously he is gonna, like, side skirt down the wall here, defensively. Alekma, do you wish to do anything, or no?
Blast him.
Just mark him again.
Yeah,
Just mark him for future reference.
you did so well.
No, I'm actually gonna look to Annie for guidance. If she said what she said, does she look like she's like okay with this? Let him go away.
Yes.
So I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna follow him as he walks by me.
Like, follow him as in, like, just follow him.
Yeah, with my weapon, kind of just like.
Okay, then he is, if allowed, he is gonna he's just gonna leave.
I wouldn't care. I wouldn't say anything about it.
Okay, so you guys are gonna let him out.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna spin back to Britannica. And
Go on now. Get out of here now. Go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to heal.
Oh.
Yeah, everybody, you've killed all of those guys, so. Whew, breathe a sigh of relief.
Yeah, I'm on my knee, just like,
Yes. I'm gonna cast
please, Eddie.
Cure Light Wounds on
Nice.
Okay.
you. Plus.
How paladin-y of you.
Paladin love.
Ooh.
For a little.
That makes me really sad. Alright.
Thank you, Annie. That
Felt
very slightly
okay.
better.
Great.
Seeing a really weak heal, I'm gonna add to it with my own because I was gonna do that anyway.
there you go.
11.
Thank you. That's substantially better.
Alona is better, by the way, than Mira's. Just saying.
Alrighty. Okay, yeah, so you're definitely feeling better.
Conversation with you right now, Alekma.
I'm joking.
Okay.
So we should have just done that from the start.
There are bodies everywhere.
Now where is?
You let the bodies hit the
Not
floor.
from the start. Nice. A drowning pool reference. What was I going to say? No. I promise you, this turned out better than it would have from the start. We were all in disarray. We actually had a tactic, and we did it.
All right. Well, now what?
I was admittedly, I was a little confused about our tactic because we seemed to want to attack and then not, and then want to attack and then not.
That's sort of your baseline, Alekma, is sort of confused with the tactic we're going with at hand. That's not the first time that's happened.
That tree worked, though.
Well, the tree, and then you telling the one, I think it was a goblin to fight her. I'm just saying, you're sort of all over the place. We love you for it, babe.
It would have been even funnier if he'd have tried the tree in a crypt. What's
start,
that strange tree doing there?
I'm gonna
Holding a
start,
javelin in one of its branches.
I'm gonna look through the pockets of the leader just to see if there's anything interesting.
Absolutely, yeah.
Regards to this tomb.
All right. He does have for the first obvious thing he has is a money purse. It has 12 platinum pieces and 15 gold pieces and 8 silver pieces in it.
12 platinum, 15 gold. Wow. Okay.
All right. Also, as you're kind of rooting through, kind of hanging off of his shoulder, kind of to the back, which was underneath that cloak, he had like a duffel bag. And there are various different gold or silver items in there, ranging from small figurines to plates and stuff. All the sort of stuff that seems dusty and dirty and probably has been picked up here from their time looting before you all arrived.
Okay. This is what gave them the curse. I'm gonna hold it up to everyone.
So we return it.
Yes, we should leave these here. We should probably just go check on Anathol's grave to make sure they didn't touch it yet.
Where
We have
do
to
you
find
think
it.
that is?
I don't know. Probably somewhere central, and it's probably going to be bigger than the rest of the graves, I'm assuming.
Like the one right in front of us.
Oh.
Oh, that's a statue. Never mind. Never mind.
That's nothing.
I only saw the front
That's
part.
nothing.
Nothing, tra-la-la.
So you don't think it's either of these on the side here?
Okay, so the ones that you can see on the side, pretty much they're like pretty nice looking stone sarcophaguses. And they actually have, like the one on this side, underneath the cobwebs that are laying on top of it, you can see that there's clearly a sword laying there on top of it.
Okay. Let's just take a look at the rest.
Get this one?
What if they come to life too?
All right, that one has
Or
a
unlike.
big two-headed axe laying on the top of it. Also, dotted around the coffins, you can see various urns, jars, small, like, candelabras, gold plates. It's almost like they were buried, like, with their meager treasures and stuff have been kind of laid around with them.
Okay. I don't think we should touch anything that we don't have to in here.
Alrighty. Alekma, that one's got a warhammer on the top of it.
Okay,
I
I'm
want to see a
like,
scimitar.
This
No,
one
where?
here has a
Yeah, I'll
big
go
hand
this way.
axe laying on it. And again, you can see chests, like old worn chests, big urns, more meager articles of treasury.
axe.
All right, yep, you find another big axe on this side. On the other side of the coffin is a much larger, grander chest. This one has what appears to be a long wooden staff on the top with a big blue gem sitting on
It's
it.
horrifying.
Up.
Okay. No, that's not it.
Um.
Oh,
Oh, what do we have here? I'll kind of walk up the stairs.
Okay, so you walk up, you see a much grander coffin. This one has got like a blue runner laying across it. Embossed on it is like a big white heart. And laying here is a pretty dull and rather mundane looking sword. It looks considerably worse than all of the weapons that have been laying on the coffins before.
okay. I'm gonna come up. That's the symbol. The heart. The white heart.
What? White heart? What?
From your
Wait a
dream?
second. That's not the right weapon. That somebody put that there. And I'm gonna kind of take my weapon out again and look at it.
Okay. Well, I mean, the weapon from the dream is definitely the weapon that you have in your hand.
Yeah.
So clearly, at one point, that sword belonged to Sir Arnathor, but as you remember in the dream, it fell in the moat. Nobody else probably was aware that that's where it ended up, so he obviously wasn't buried with his scimitar. But somehow that scimitar has found its way to you.
Guys, what do you think would happen if I placed my scimitar in its rightful spot?
All the undead will come out and try to kill us.
For returning.
Yeah, maybe they're here because it's not in its rightful spot.
So you don't want the sword anymore? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, it's
I'll
my
take it.
destiny, but
I mean,
clearly, I don't know. I feel like it needs to be here. Right
what
here.
if you pray to it or something? Like ask it if it wants it. Can you do that?
Sure.
Yes, ask that stone sarcophagus if it wants the
Well,
sword.
she prays to things I can't see. Maybe she can do that.
I'm going to kneel down right here, kind of
Okay.
right in the coffin. I'm gonna hold the sword out
Okay.
and just close my eyes and see if I could like feel anything interesting.
Not really. Feels kind of dark and spooky. And crypty.
Sword down, and then slowly have it touch the tomb.
Okay, so you want to like touch the sarcophagus with it?
Yeah.
All right. Tink. But yeah, nothing has happened.
Okay. I'm gonna place it on there. I'm gonna pick up. No.
No. I'm gonna pick up. No.
I'm
Gotta
going
do it really quick.
take my weapon and lie it on the blue cloth.
So you want to lay your weapon like next to the other one?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, look at the time. Oh, look at the time.
Come on. No.
Oh no, look at the time. Okay, so everything suddenly gets considerably colder in the chamber, like instantly. As a strange mist begins to pour out the sides of the top of the coffin. Like, it's like bursting out from all around, like where the lid fits. Imagine where that lid fits, the crack all the way around, the smoke. Like a strange mist begins to just roll
Annie?
off, and it rolls down the stairs, almost like a cascading wave.
Take my weapon off.
Are you going to take your weapon back? Are you really?
No.
Oh, okay. No, I mean, you can. I'm just asking if that was because the way you said it, I didn't know if you were joking or...
First.
Okay. All right. What's everybody else doing?
What's happening?
What's going on up there?
As I see the smoke start to like come down.
I'm just looking around.
Yeah, I'm looking at these statues that seem to be guarding this tomb. Are they moving at all, maybe? Oh.
All right. So as that happens, like rising up out of the sarcophagus itself, a somewhat spectral image of this man in full plate holding a big shield with a massive white heart on it emerges. And as he does so, he reaches over and picks up the scimitar. The strange thing that happens, though, the scimitar itself doesn't move. However, he now is holding a spectral version of the scimitar. Like, it became... Okay, as that happens, he kind of like just leans back, looks to the left, looks to the right, and lets out this ungodly, hideous wail. And that's where we're going to leave things for tonight.
No, you're so mean.
Because it's the perfect time.
That's exciting.
So there we go. What will happen? We will find out.
Oh man.
On next Monday's Echoes of Aldersea.
I'm excited.
Fun.
This.
Can we do it on Tuesday instead? I got nowhere to be. I don't want to wait till Monday.
Okay. But yeah. So there we go. That brings us to the end of our stream for tonight.
And we just got a raid.
Oh, it's always the same.
Of course.
Faithful Encounters, thanks for coming and joining us. We're literally kind of wrapping things up at the end here. But we appreciate you
guys.
Raiders coming and hanging out with us. Good to see you guys.
Yeah, sorry guys, we go from
Yeah, we run from 7:30 Central Standard to 10:30 Central Standard Time.
Dak Nabbit.
You know what? To hell with it. Okay, you know what? As soon as we've got a raid, and soon as you guys are eager to know what's happening, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to bust it out. We'll just push it out a little bit more.
Just a
Yay.
bit fun.
Okay.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. Ooh. You can thank our raiders for that. There you go.
thank you,
Yay,
Raiders.
Faithful Encounters, thank you guys.
Okay. All right, so let me go back to the description. So basically, what you imagine to be the spectral form of Sir Arnithor rises up out of the sarcophagus. As he does so, he reaches down and acts as if he's going to pick up the scimitar that Annie laid next to his tarnished weapon. As he lifts it up, instead of the sword itself raising up, a spectral version of it is in his hand. He leans back, looks to the left, looks to the right, and lets out this loud kind of bellow. And with that, his eyes kind of drop. And he looks straight at Annie, who is sitting there kneeling down before him. And you can kind of see these strange twinkling lights somewhere deep inside his spectral form. Now, all of this is happening. What does everybody want to do? It's not initiative, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of go around. Cyrano, how are you reacting?
So we can see this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but he's not doing anything?
Not as yet. I mean, he just rose up, picked up the sword, held it kind of aloft, looked to the left, looked to the right, and then let out this
Okay. So
this kind of unnatural howl.
yeah, I'm going to do what Cyrano always does. I'm going to go, let, and hide behind this little statue.
Okay, so you like run up the stairs and now also as well as hiding behind the statue, you're bathed. I mean, bearing in mind all that mist rolled out, so that's about waist height to you.
Okay, I'm going to crouch down. So I'm going to crouch down, and not so much for the hiding sake, but more to get into position in case something kicks
Okay,
off. I'll be
so
ready to
basically
kind of
then as Cyrano crouches down, you guys can pretty much only see the top of his head out atop of all the mist. Okay, Alekma, what are you doing?
I'm stabbing it in the head. No, I'm not. I'm just standing there confused as always.
Okay, so as you're standing there at the bottom of the stairways, the mist is just kind of rolling around your feet and ankles and rolling across the floor.
Yep.
Britannica.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of creep up slowly behind her,
Okay.
so she knows I'm there. And in one hand, I'm gonna have my axe ready, and then my other hand is gonna kind of slowly reach out to her shoulder and just touch her
So she
shoulder.
like
let
for
her
reassurance, so she knows.
know that I'm
Okay.
here, and I'm staring at this thing the whole time.
So
just
again,
ready
for you,
if it does anything.
You know, you've just got this mist is just rolling down the steps and kind of up to just below your knees.
My heart is pounding. I'm so scared. I'm just right here with you. Okay.
Okay. Annie, what are you doing?
I am kneeling up and looking at the spectral being, and then I'm going to say, Sir Arnithor?
Alrighty.
I presume.
So, Anithor, I presume.
Do you have a pizza?
What?
What?
What are you doing?
I was
Do you
thinking
have
of
a
Jane.
pizza?
I was thinking of Jane. Like, what would Jane do?
What would she want?
She'd want a pizza.
Are you a cat person?
How does air work? I'm sorry. I'll stop.
Oh wow. Okay. So yeah. So you look at him. He kind of his eyes raise up from where you were as he now holds the scimitar, the spectral version of it, in his hand, as he kind of twists it to the left and twists it to the right, and seems to just slowly move it as you see a relaxation begin to come across his twisted face to one more of peacefulness and serene relaxation. as he starts to remember that this once was his. With that, he looks back to you once again, and then just ever so politely nods. Holding it up aloft, you hear in this deep, guttural sound, he says, "Serenity's fury, I invoke thee." And even though it's spectral, you see the little, if you remember, it had these little suns all the way down the blade. 6 of them. In turn, they, like lights burst out from each of them. And he is currently bathed in a huge shower of light. With that, the brightness begins to become more and more and more intense to where nobody can. I mean, you have to avert your eyes to, to avoid the pain searing into your retina. And then almost instantly, the light fades and is nothing but darkness except for the glimmering from your torchlights. When that happens, Sir Arnathor, if that is indeed who it was, is no longer there. However, Serenity's fury is still laying upon the sarcophagus, and the other sword is still laying politely next to it. The mist begins to roll bizarrely back up the stairs and begins to suck back into the coffin. And within probably no more than about 10 to 15 seconds, it is all eventually back inside. And the strange stone steps are there once more. And each of you is standing. It's like as Cyrano's sitting there, suddenly he's aware that his shield of smoke suddenly starts to get lower and lower and lower as it disappears back into the sarcophagus.
Lower with it as much as I can. Before
by the time it's gone, he's laying flat.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, the blade is still there. So it would appear that Sir Arnathorn...
So, okay. I will stand up, and I'm gonna look at the scimitar and just go, Serenity's fury.
And at which point, almost strangely and kinetically, it just rolls off the coffin and drops right at your feet.
Don't drop it.
I'm gonna pick it up. I didn't. It has a name. I know what the suns are for. I'm gonna look around.
What happened?
What?
What did you do?
It was him. It was Arnathor. Did you see him?
Yes, I think. Did we see him?
Yes.
You saw through him. I mean...
Did we hear what he was saying too, or did we just only...
Oh no, you all heard it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened? How...
I don't know. I think we fixed something that maybe his sword was needed to be with him, and now he can ascend. I don't know. I think we should get out of here very quickly, though.
I agree. So, do you know what it does?
I think so. Maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you see the light? Did you see how bright that light was?
I mean, it's not as bright as like what I can do, but
Okay.
it's pretty bright.
Best day of my entire life.
It's kind of bright.
I'm really proud of you, Annie.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Quickly. We need to leave.
Let's get out of here.
Should we fix the door to the entrance to this place?
Yes.
Like, prop it up or something.
Agreed.
Yeah, prop it up.
Prop it up.
Okay. Well, I mean, there were several doors. So, if you
I'm
guys
talking about the
making your
main
way back
entrance.
to the entrance,
Yeah, we're gonna book it.
So nervous.
so there was the first set of doors that kind of went into the second half of this chamber. Now, those doors are physically there, but the lock was busted.
Okay. I think we start sprinting.
Yeah, I'm
Sprinting?
I'm running out of here.
What
Okay,
should we?
here we go.
I have an idea.
What?
What?
Maybe we should take these bodies and spike them outside. You know.
No.
Okay.
But we don't have a way of protecting this place from future grave robbers.
I think we just get out of here.
So we stake them as a warning.
Bodies.
Steakums.
Steak 'em.
He's always thinking about food.
But we're just gonna leave them in here, like
Yes,
to rot.
we did what we came to do. There's no need to do any more. The sword is here. Nothing else is left to protect.
But
The ghost has what he wants. Annie has what she wants.
The ghost has what he wants.
Everybody's happy. This is just nothing now.
Sounds like an end of an RPG mission to me. The ghost gets what it wants, and we're all good to go.
But the doors are busted. Anyone can wander in and steal more.
We can put up a. Can you make a sign?
Yes, no entering.
We will tell the town. We will tell. hold
Out
on,
of order.
Looking up.
Out of
hired us.
out of order.
this tomb doesn't work. Don't come in here.
This tomb is busted.
You're right.
Closed for social distancing.
We do need us too.
No groups of undead. Be allowed.
People here were infected with a certain type of virus.
Yeah.
So you don't like my staking? I mean, because that's like an ultimate do not enter. You know, you see a bunch of dead bodies. You know.
I do not want to line sit on those tomb with spiked bodies.
Little
Well, it's-
grotesque.
But so we're just gonna leave them in there? Is what the problem?
We can think about this after we leave.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere.
And what about the one we let go? He had a weird face shield thing on his the face on his the image on his shield was. What if he's gonna come back with more? You know, I mean,
What are they gonna get? The sword isn't here.
all the other treasure.
Well, we don't care about that, do we?
I think we left something undone. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
We did what we told them we would do. Mission accomplished.
And Annie got to meet her hero or something?
Yes.
My
She's-
future husband.
Oh,
Oh.
when you die?
When
That's
I'm
pretty
dead.
morbid.
Your ghost husband?
When I'm dead, I will marry him in the afterlife.
So this door that's on the ground.
Logistics of
Yeah.
that.
How heavy is it? Like, could I lift it? I mean, I assume it's too
Like
heavy.
you could probably like get your fingers under and like pick it up a little, but there's no like you couldn't like lift it. You could maybe like
I kind of want to just like
deadlift
prop it
at
up.
least a part of it. You would need assistance. You and Britannica could do it.
Okay, so I'm gonna make Britannica do it.
Excuse me? You're gonna make me do anything.
Britannica, just help me. We could write on the door.
All right, but that's it. Just the door.
I mean,
We're
the
not
door is
spiking
busted
bodies.
clear of the hinges, so I mean,
Yeah.
at best, it's going to precariously perch against the other door.
That's kind of what I want
Fine.
to do, because then I could write "Do not enter" on it.
Treasure gone.
Already robbed. Save yourself. Yeah.
Mission complete. Quest
Beat you
complete.
to it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll help him lift it up
Okay, so you guys are going to prop that back in position. Okay.
and then get out of here.
And then I'm gonna write "Only death inside. Stay out.
Oh, yeah. It's
Quarantine." Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Cool.
And
yeah,
then
but cursed.
We go back to town.
you want to head back to town? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, back to Arashanda then. Let's go ahead and get you back there.
Now we can end.
Yeah, I'm good now.
I'm fine now.
All right. Yeah. By the time you guys get back to town, oh, there we go. Let me reposition this.
Selfish players.
Yeah. By the time you guys get back to town, you'll be able to get back in without. You'll be beyond curfew at this point. So.
Uh-oh. What did we...
What was the password?
Was there a password? No, we had a...
No, we had a signed thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Specifically
it,
for this
that's it.
reason.
Okay. Yep. So you're able to wave that and get through the northern gate without a problem.
Okay, phew. Alright, so we need to go inform somebody.
Yeah, I mean, it was those guys that you were talking to, the little town council that was at the in that little side room.
Yep. I don't know if they'll still be there, but we could go check out to see if anybody is there.
Okay.
I guess. Yeah.
Well, when you get back to the tavern, then back to the hilltop. Let me go ahead and put you in there. Okay. Yeah, you're there. Okay. So, yeah, when you get back to the hilltop, none of them are currently here, but I mean, the tavern is still lively and has plenty of people in it. And it would not be too difficult to persuade a local to go fetch either Marin or Bayers or one of those other individuals.
I want to keep an eye out for the guy we let go too while we're in here. Just as we wait.
Okay. He is not stupid enough to come back to this town. He got out of there barely alive. Everybody else was murdered and butchered. He is not suicidal. But, okay. So, yeah. If you want, you can have somebody go fetch him.
Yes, we'll grab somebody.
Alrighty. Okay, well, obviously, you can
Drop
get
down.
yourself, ooh, laps.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
Alright, so you guys are, well, in that case, you go ahead
I
and
got
put
my feet
yourselves
on the
where
table.
you want to
I'm
be before they
good.
show up.
I'm chilling.
Alright, okay. And then, yeah, probably takes about 30 minutes or so, but eventually, the 4 town eldermen will show up.
Well, hello.
Great opening.
Do you guys have your feet on the table like you own the place now? Because
I do.
Alright.
I do not.
Okay.
Arrested.
Alright, so you walk in. The dark-haired individual looks at you and he says, "Well, did you get him?"
Yes, we have dispatched all of the grave robbers.
Excellent news. One of the others, Marin, says to you, he goes, "And you made sure that they didn't desecrate the tomb to Sir Arnathor, yes?"
Right, they tried to take a few things, and there
What do
are
you mean,
some
take a few
corpses.
things? You mean they'd already gotten inside?
Yes, they were in the tomb, and we had to run in there and get him.
Oh, did they?
Them, so
Did anybody leave with anything?
no. We were able to apprehend them before they left. So there's actually many corpses. That's
Oh, so by apprehend you mean dispatched?
yes.
Dare I ask what of the town locals is what he wants to ask? Those that were paid coin by the charlatans and conned into going and doing their dubious bidding.
Unfortunately, they have passed on to the next life.
Well,
I tried to let one go, but he still died.
They could not be convinced.
I see. Well, if you fall in with a bad crowd, these are the sort of things that you can expect to happen. I'm sure you did what you could.
Bad eggs, all of them.
Really bad eggs.
Rotten eggs.
Marin says, so, the tomb, it's, properly sealed? No one's going to be able to go behind them to do any skullduggery or anything like that?
That's where you come in. You need to fix up the door that they definitely smashed it right in.
Oh, I see.
We put
No,
it
no,
up, propped it up.
I'm sure, after all, none of you, none of you look like carpenters is what he's trying to say. Nope, don't worry about that. We can get some of the craftsmen here at town to
See you, Lekma.
go up there and take care of that.
Stabbed bodies.
There you go.
Well, it seems like you've done us a great favor.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's a shame that, some good men, hard, honest, working men, were duped into doing such a unpleasant thing, and that they met their demise, but still we'll notify their families and their widows.
It's quite tragic. I'm sure they didn't quite know what they were getting themselves into, and I didn't feel good about it.
Okay, so as you're all saying that, remember the blonde one that was always just doing this the entire time, and saying nothing. As you say that, I didn't feel good about it. He goes, "You," as he points directly at Annie. Goes,
Uh-oh.
"How did you feel?" And immediately, all the other three Eldremen stop and look at him, and then look at you.
Do you mean attacking the townsfolk?
No, I mean in general, inside the tomb of Sir Arnathor. How did you feel?
I would say I had many emotions. During the fight, not so good. Towards the end, pretty good.
You felt pretty good. Interesting.
Yes, because we saved Sir Arnathor's tomb. They didn't steal anything, and wouldn't you feel good about that as well?
Oh, yes, carry on. As the others kind of stop, and once he tells him to carry on, he goes, "Right, well, I do believe we promised you the other half of payment upon completion, so here you go. We'll make sure that that's taken care of. And no doubt you're hungry, so we'll make sure we get you a proper dinner. And a room for the night, of course. We'll take care of that as well."
Gonna eye that lady the rest of the time while he talks.
Okay. He says, "Well, very much appreciate it. You've done us a great service. Will you be staying here in Arashanda long, or
Maybe just the night.
are you sure you don't need to rest longer? I suppose we could stretch for what, 3 days.
Yes.
Up to 3 days if you wish. We'll take care of your bed and board for 3 days."
Well, there's there's nothing really pressing, right? That we have to get on right away.
I think we
We
could
have
use
our
a
own
little
quest.
vacation, don't you
No.
think? No?
We need to find the Godstone.
Well, maybe we can ask some people around while we take a little break and see if we can get some more clues.
It will help me not be so confused.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to know how I felt during the thing, I was inside. I was confused.
Yeah.
That was my
Cyrano-
emotion.
Cyrano's been studying. It'll give him some more study time.
Most of
Right?
the time, yes.
Yes. At least for a little.
up to
at least
3
today.
days. Doesn't have to be 3, but up to. It's nice to have the option.
Right.
You know, we don't have to feel like we're stressed. We don't have to feel like we're rushed for anything. We can really take our time.
I don't know if we should take our time with this. We're fine.
3 days is fine. Thank you.
Yes. And if
Right,
we
well,
leave, if we leave earlier, you can reimburse us what we don't use.
We'll take a credit.
Give me a diplomacy skill roll, Cyrano, you cheeky bastard.
No.
All right. I keep doing all these diplomacy things, and I don't have a diplomacy skill.
That's really surprising as a.
Well, there's no reason to. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
He
boy.
goes, well, we can hardly reimburse you for what you haven't spent, obviously.
Okay, that's fair.
But anyway, as I said, if you wish to stay for 3 days, we'll make sure that your food and your board is not your alcohol, though, that you've got to pay for
Oh.
yourselves.
Come on.
Unfortunately,
Hey,
people tend to take advantage when you offer such things. So,
Really?
three meals a day,
What about
and
like a
rooms.
drink minimum?
let's drink ticket.
Well, I drink with your meal then. That's fair.
Oh, thank you.
I drink with your meals.
You guys, you're just such weasels.
We've earned it.
You didn't earn
We
anything.
got attacked by undead things. We
Yeah.
And with that, he kind of points. This time, he points at Alekma. He goes, "You. None of you took anything from the tomb, did you?
No.
Nothing at all.
No.
No coin. No treasures. Nothing
think-
that might have even seemed mundane."
I think the rest of my friends would agree that I have too much money as is, that I give it away.
Yes, it's a big problem.
So no, I have no reason to take anything else from a tomb.
And nobody else did.
Well, in all honesty, I wanted to, but I remembered you saying not to touch anything. and
Are you sure? You're sure nobody took a thing?
I'm a professional, sir, thank you.
I know.
I have a reputation to uphold.
Oh, okay. Carry on.
Do you not believe us?
No, I do. I'm just making sure.
Okay.
Wouldn't want anything to happen to you. What with the curse and all?
Yes. The curse.
Oh, there really is a curse.
I thought we just made that up.
Does he really say it with the curse and all? Does he really say that?
He absolutely does.
What curse is this?
Oh, if you didn't take anything, you won't have to worry about it. So you'll be fine.
Sweating. I start sweating.
Of course you do.
Even though I did nothing wrong, I feel like I did something wrong.
Well, we have absolutely nothing to worry about then.
This is excellent. Well, no, carry on. Are y'all wanting to stay here in this meeting chamber, or would you prefer to vacate and enjoy the hospitality of the tavern? Or perhaps retire to your rooms to get some much-desired rest, I'm sure.
Yes, probably best. I'm going to head to bed.
Right, well, I'm sure we'll see you before you leave.
Of course. Glad to be of service.
Oh, we're pleased to have met your acquaintance. Well, we'll make sure that the town carpenters and a couple of town guards head up there and take care of the tomb. One last thing. You said that everybody that was there, unfortunately, was slain. Would the townsfolk's bodies be easily retrieved?
Yes, they'll be in the big main chamber there.
All except one. He's a little goopy.
Goopy. You'll have to elaborate. That's not a term I'm familiar with.
It's think of him as having fallen from a great height, just against a wall.
Oh, so somewhat maybe crushed.
Yeah.
I see. But they would be inside the tomb.
Yes. Inside the main.
That may be a bit of a problem. Trying to convince anybody local to go inside.
Have a good night.
Goodbye.
I'm sure we could We can go get the people from the
Annie.
I mean, if you'd be kind enough to just drag them to the, dignified like to the entrance, so that we could put them upon the cart and bring them back to town, that would definitely be greatly appreciated.
Sorry.
I mean,
Not now, of
I
course,
was
just
being selfish.
in the next
Yes,
day
thank
or
you.
two, once you're rested and recovering.
We
That
will
might-
do that.
That might make us pretty thirsty, though. So
I understand. It's thirsty work, so once it's done, and once the bodies have been brought back to town, I'm sure we could cover your bar tab for an hour or two
Perfect.
as an additional recompense for your service.
Great.
Thank
Great
you.
deal.
Right then, well, we'll keep you no longer. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right, they all kind of just move to the side of the room to allow you guys room to get out.
Awesome. Head to bed.
Yeah, I think we're gonna retire for the day.
Okay. Alrighty. So up to your rooms, like tired little bunnies you go. Okie dokie. Alright, well that's a good place to stop it. So the good news is that will have brought each of you up a level, so you will be leveling. But on top of that, so your blessed little toys all will now be +2 instead of +1. So they are all +2. And over the next few days, things start to fall into place. So your study into the Blade of Penumbra, for example, is complete. And through your studies, you reveal a couple of things that this blade apparently can do. Twice per morning to sunup, it is capable of doing something that we're going to call a patient strike for mechanical purposes. Okay, and a patient strike will give you twice per day. So you might want to note this. +10 to split towards hit or damage as you choose, 2 times a day. So you can say, I want it all on the to hit roll, or you can say, I want it all on the damage roll, or you can decide how you want to split it, but you have to decide before you roll the dice. The idea being that the original design and architecture of this blade, the Blade of Penumbra, it is about patience, it is about dedication, it is about discipline. So with this blade in your hand, you can like watch a combat unfold and know the perfect time with your patience to know now is the time to go in. And that will allow you, as I said, either you get a +10 bonus and you can split it either way, twice per day. Also, twice per day,
Nice.
it can do persistence, which gives you a bonus attack. So you can choose to have a bonus attack, and it is done at the same as your main attack. So in theory, you could pull off, even at level 5, twice per day, you can actually get 3 attacks.
Woo!
So that's the first level of achievement unlocked with the Blade of Penumbra.
Cool.
All right, Chris Tactics.
Yeah.
Celestial Radiance.
Nothing.
Okay. Nope. It now
100
counts
attack.
as a Bane weapon versus evil outsiders, which means anything that classifies as an evil outsider, you are +2 to hit and 2d6 additional damage to. Because it don't like nasty demon-y shit. It also allows you twice per day to use Divine Protection. Gives allies +2 AC and +2 saves. and that is 1 round per level. So if you invoke Divine Protection at your level, that would be 5 rounds. So for 5 rounds, everybody that's considered an ally would be +2 AC and +2 versus saves.
Wow.
So that gives you it's a good little buffer. You're a good little buffer. You know what you're doing.
A Buffy girl.
Alrighty, Serenity's Fury with its 6 little suns. Okay, you can use 2 suns. So basically you have 6 suns per day that you can use, you can expend. They replenish at sunup. You can use 2 of them for a Cure Light Wounds. Or you can use 2 of them for Daylight, which is a spell.
Awesome.
I mean, you already know what Cure Light Wounds is. But basically, Daylight, it brings forth like a 60-foot radius light. Creatures that take penalties in bright light also take them while inside of Radiance, inside of Daylight. Daylight brought into an area of magical darkness is negated. And let's see. I mean, you can look it up. 3.5 level, Daylight level. It's a 3.5 spell.
Nice.
But that's what it can do now. And last but not least, Obsidian's Flight.
Yep.
It now counts as a returning weapon. If you throw it, you wait 1 round, and it will come back unless it physically cannot.
Yay!
It's a boomerang now.
You can pluck a feather
Okay.
to throw it with True Strike.
Ooh.
Do you know what True Strike does?
Yeah, it's a bonus to hit, right? Like a.
Well, no.
Oh wait, no, that's the 5th edition. Yeah.
True Strike it gives you a +20 insight bonus.
That's yeah.
So basically, it's a +20 to hit.
Yeah.
Yep. So if you pluck a feather, same thing. You've got 3 feathers, so that means you can use it up to 3 times. But after you pluck a feather, the feathers will grow back at sunlight the next day.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Jesus.
There you go. So
And it's a returning weapon, so I could throw it unless it gets stuck somewhere.
yep, and basically if you throw it, it will return to you the following round.
Okay.
So technically, I mean, it can be stopped if somebody puts a foot on it, if it gets stuck in something, if it gets encased or whatever. It doesn't like vanish and reappear. It will fly back to you. Yep, kind of like a boomerang.
And so it returns the next round, which means it's like a crossbow, right? Because I retrieve it, and then I have to ready it again to throw again. Like I can't do it.
Technically, if you don't move.
If I don't move, right? If I don't move, got it. Okay, cool.
Yep. So basically, yeah, returning weapon flies back through the air. It returns to the floor just before your next turn. You can catch it as a free action.
Okay, cool.
So, I mean, technically, you can throw it every round. Because you can throw it, and then in the beginning of your next turn, it will be back in your hand. As long as nothing stops it.
No.
There you go.
I have a question about mine again. I have 6 suns to use per day,
Yep.
and I know what 4 of the suns do. So
Well, no, it's you can use if you use if you can invoke Daylight or Cure Light Wounds at your leisure, and each use is going to cost you 2 suns.
oh, I see. Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
But as it powers up, suns will do other things, so you'll have more things you can do. So there we go.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there.
When I'm not playing a tree-hugging druid on How We Roll, I'm Shagget. You can follow me on twitch.tv/Shagget, where I stream casually, or on Twitter, if you can figure this out, at @eneb_convos. How's that for laziest outro ever? My ass sass. See you guys.
Jane? Jane, what are you doing? You gotta record your outro. Jane? She's dead.
Hi! Jane's dead, but it's me, Jane Spooky Ghost. You can follow me on my spooky adventures at Jane on Twitch with a 0. That's it. I'll talk to you guys later when you're dead. Please.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy, the Snuggler. Oh man, is it my 3rd campaign already? If you guys do want to follow me, I'm pretty active on Twitter at MattySweetTweet. And if this didn't scratch your D&D itch, Chris Tassix and I have a new podcast coming out. You can find out more information about that if you go to www.newcritsontheblock.com. Jane put it right there for everyone to see. We hope you guys go and check it out and enjoy it. Until next time.
Hi, friends and fans. It's me, Christy. Okay, that's good. I'm new and scared, like a lost little baby bear cub in the big spooky woods of streaming. But luckily, my mentors Snugs and Jane are here to guide me through with grace, and wisdom, and beauty, and muscles, and beauty again, but mostly muscles. Jane said I could promote my art and my D&D podcast. That's all I can say about that, because she also said that hogging the spotlight is selfish and ugly. So, thanks for everything, Snugs and Jane. This is Crispy, saying sayonara.
Hi there, I'm Gorbad. Welcome to the Orc's Nest. I'm the Dungeon Master here on How We Roll, and if you'd like to follow me personally, you can do so on Twitter at Gorbad. Check out thedmblog.com for all things Dungeon Master and Dungeons & Dragons related. And of course, you can follow me on twitch.tv/Gorbad. Also, guys, don't forget to keep up with all things How We Roll. Follow us on Twitter at How We Roll. Check out the website www.howweroll.com, and make sure you follow us on YouTube as well. Cheers, guys.